Hi, chat. Welcome back. Good to see you guys again. Today is Saturday. I believe it's the 28th. Nope, it's the 29th. I know dates. The 29th of August of the year 2020. And holy crap, you guys have all showed up early today. How's it going, everyone? Let's see. We've got. I saw Kambiko and Arthino saying first before the stream started, but I restarted OBS so that you wouldn't show up first, because I feel like it's a little bit cheating to say first before I'm even live. But you know, I appreciate you guys showing up for the stream even when I'm not here. But how's it going, Arthino and Kambiko? Always good to see you, Kambiko. Welcome back. Well, and of course Arthino too. I mean, it's good to see all of you. But I feel like Kambiko, you show up sometimes, but it's good to see you back. We've also got RKJ, who was actually first according to the start time of the stream. We've got Imagifty, we've got iSatisfied, who says hello. We've got Dalitz Florian, how's it going? We've got Rollers, time for the dumpster fire. Yes, it is probably time for the dumpster fire. We've also got Flemish Hacker. iSatisfied says, stuck at work but had to come by and say hi, have a good stream. Well, thanks for stopping by. Kevin Schoberg says, definitely not first. It's true. How's it going, Solus? You got the cheese emote? So jelly that you got the cheese emote. I didn't get the cheese emote. Kambiko says, you've got 15 friends hanging out just waiting for you in a global pandemic. You've got this online socializing thing figured out. It's right. It's true. We do have a lot of friends hanging out here ready for the stream. I haven't even started with the programming part. You guys are all ready. If your architecture isn't a Rube Goldberg machine built in YAML, are you even doing DevOps? It's true, Kambiko. Although, do I have any YAML? I think the only YAML I have in my pre-commit.ci setup is pre-commits configuration, which is only YAML due to a mistake I made 6 years ago, but such is life. And we've also got Marco Dev. Lemishhacker says, just out of interest, what was your first programming language? It was either TI Basic or Visual Basic 4, depending on whether you consider TI Basic to be a real programming language. I mean, it is a set of instructions to a processor to do some work, so I guess it could count. But yeah. Also, how's it going, Adrian? Hello. We've also got MasterTech, who has gotten to see the brand new MOTD that Kambiko set. Kambiko says, it's 4 AM here, hence the spotty attendance, so to speak. Yeah, that's fair. I've been meaning to do some other time streams, but my schedule has not worked out well for that. Or like my sleep and doing other stuff has not worked out well for that, but we might at some point. But also, I guess when we do the 12-hour stream, wait, will that work out for you? Yeah, it should overlap for later times there. So that'll work better when we do the 12-hour stream. Which announcements, so we get those out of the way at the beginning. On September 12th, we're going to be doing a 12-hour stream because Rollers has redeemed the 100,000 channel points, the 100,000 babbies, so look forward to that. I'm not entirely sure what all we're going to be doing. There's of course going to be some programming because we're a programming stream, but we'll probably be doing some other stuff. There's rumors that I will end up with eyeliner by the end of the stream, and makeup and who knows what else, but it should be a fun stream. We'll do some bunch of variety stuff like we did last time. Maybe we'll do another baking section. Who knows what we end up doing? MCR cosplay. Yeah, I think I'll be like 8 out of 8 perfect for that. Kambiko. Roller says 95,000 more for the next one. Nice. Hey, what's up, Beldathis? Hello. Kevin Joberg says, let's settle what's important. Ben and Jerry, yay or nay? Like the ice cream. Some of them I like, some of them I don't. Like, I'm not a fan of the core things, where it's like literally a core in the middle. But I don't know, Ben and Jerry's ice cream is okay. Also, if I remember correctly, they're from the Midwest, which is where I'm from. But yes, this 12-hour stream on September 12th. The other announcement is we're going to be doing an off-schedule stream on the 24th, which will be #sponsored. assuming this, well, I guess the sponsorship's not completely finalized yet, but we're going to be doing a stream where I port some of pre-commit.ci into Azure, so you'll get a flavor of another cloud provider, and we'll be able to do some cool work that that'll be getting to do something a little bit out of my comfort zone. So that'll be pretty cool. But that'll happen. The other service is I finally submitted my bachelor thesis. I am free now. Congratulations, man! You've been working on that for forever. But it's good to hear that you're finally free. You're finally free. Congrats, man. Kevin's Jumper. Kevin, stop spending money you don't have yet. Kevin, Ben Jerry's is based in Vermont. Oh, well. Ben Jerry's ice cream. I guess we can put it into this view. You guys don't need to see my face anymore. Where? Found in Burlington, Vermont. Okay, I'm just like completely wrong. Oh, they got bought out too. Well then, I'm wrong. Hey, what's up, Uday19? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. We've also got In Blanky who says, hello, I see Python, I like it. Well, welcome to the stream. Hopefully we'll be doing some Python today. Yeah. Set our good old MOTD here with the bot. But yeah, so I did a little bit of work offline. I want to show you guys that first. In Blanky says, what is the URL we are stress testing today? I mean, you can open up, I'll show you my IP address if you want to stress test it, although you're not going to be able to get through. There's the URL we're using. Chatterino API cache link resolver. What the fuck is this? Oh, I guess this is Twitch trying to load my URL. That's so cool. I didn't know that was a thing. Chatterino API cache. Interesting. Well, TIL. But anyway, but I did do some stuff offline, which I wanted to show you guys. Pulls. Just two small things in Babby. They really are the same thing. But I I found a crash in Babby with the commenting syntax. What are you guys doing? I see you guys opening it with your Apple WebKit KHTML like Gecko Chrome browsers. But yeah, there was a crash in Babby on comments. I can show you that. Pip install Babby less than 0.0.15. If you had some code like this and commented it. So first off, the cursor should have stayed here instead of not moving. But if you uncomment, it crashed. But we've fixed that, so that's all good now. But yeah, that was this little patch here. Basically, the way I fixed it was I wrote two little tests that make sure that we don't crash here and that the cursor moves in the proper manner. And then the fix is to check. Well, this fix is actually wrong on this line. It was a little late at night, or was it late at night? I don't know. I was doing like 4 things at once, so I wasn't completely in the right mental faculties, but ended up fixing this by checking and reducing the line position if we were on a line with a comment, and so that fixed both of these things. So that was pretty easy. But that was one of the things I did offline. I also worked a little bit more on pre-commit.ci, which I'll show you guys in a second. Let me catch up on chat. Flumshacker says that bot. Yeah, this is my chat bot, which runs in the terminal. I wrote it from scratch. If you do bang bot, you can read more about the bot, and you can see how it replies to commands and stuff, and all that shenanigans. But yeah. Black White Life says, what did you use to learn Flask? Please help. I mostly just read the docs and, you know, did the quick start tutorial and like looked at other code where people had done Flask apps. A lot of Googling. But I also know the maintainer of Flask. He's a real cool guy. Sometimes he'll stop by the stream. I don't know if he'll show up today, but we also hung out at PyCon last year, which was fun. Mr. David Lord, or as we jokingly called him, Flask Lord. But anyway. Joburg says, curses.colors returns 0 and color pairs returns 0. What the fuck? That makes no sense then. It shouldn't try and initialize colors if there's no color pairs. Term equals... This should do the same thing. Oh, it does crash. Interesting. Anyway, for some reason your terminal has colors initialized incorrectly. You're probably missing the term info database somehow. Hey, what's up, Black Bunny? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. But anyway, I guess we might as well fix this. Because it shouldn't crash if you run xterm mono, because that's pretty broken. Lumshacker says, what was the IP of a Twitch server? Oh, the one up here? Are you guys trying to inject garbage? What are you fucking doing? Running your little scanners here. Where was Chatterino? Where'd you go, Chatterino? Chatterino. Here's the Twitch IP. Blanky says, any thoughts on pipenv? I think pipenv is a piece of software that I will never use. I have some personal beliefs there. I think the idea of pipenv is fine. It's super slow for some reason, and I think it's poorly implemented and makes some bad decisions. And it's unnecessary beyond just requirements.txt and you know, other stuff. But anyway, Flumshacker says, if it was, then congrats, man. You just found a server-side request forgery. I don't think this is actually a server-side request forgery, but because you know it's a link checker, so it's probably properly sandboxed. Hopefully, I assume. But but anyway, Kamiko says, "Master of the bottle." Wait, that's me. Black White Life says, what is David Lord's phone number? I have urgent questions. I will not give you that. No, nope, not happening. RJ says, hopefully PyCon is held IRL next year. I was planning to go for the first time. Yeah, PyCon's usually pretty fun. I remember the first time I went to, like, I spent all my time in talks, and, like, I didn't find it that fun. But this is the next time I went. I mean, I went to some talks, and, like, I went to the ones that I really wanted to go to, and, like, the interesting ones. But most of the time, it was just, like, hanging out with other people that I only see on the internet and finally get a chance to see in person, and so yeah. Yeah, that was good. Kevin Stroberg says, I believe my term info is up to date. Well, it should not be saying 0 and 0 for xterm 256 color. Term info Python. No. Term info Mac. Is it just term info? Term in. What is the fucking command for this? Show terminal info Linux. Term cap? Show term cap Linux. Why do I not remember the damn command? Info comp? Yeah, there we go. Where's the part where it says how many colors it supports? Okay, so it'll give you colors and pairs. So what happens if you do this command on your computer, Kevin Strapper? And Blinky says, why though? There's just like no reason. there's a bunch of stuff that it does that's super slow. like any command adds like 1,000 milliseconds for no good reason. The hash checking stuff? No, the hash checking is fine. Maldonta says, Tony-chan, I just saw the latest video about the underscore. You forgot to put a link to the variable unpacking in the video. Oh. See, the problem is I recorded this video like a week ago, and so I always forget to include all of the description stuff. But thank you for that. I will put that in right now so I don't forget. Variable unpacking. Let me make sure this isn't a rickroll before. Yeah, this is actually my video. Cool. Before I put rickroll in my video description, that would have been pretty funny. Neckleg says, have you ever thought about doing conference talks? I did apply to do a conference talk last year or this year, and I was waitlisted, and then on the short list, and then I was selected, but then I decided not to do it. Because I was going to be talking about a piece of lift technology, and so that was not going to happen. But anyway, Infocomp, yeah. What does this give me? And why is Python not seeing that? Yeah, this oh, pairs equals 0. This is wrong. This is weird, but also wrong. Yeah, my guess is whatever you've got in this term info directory is built incorrectly or incompatible with the version of Python you're using. Like maybe you have like curses 6 and curses 5, and so it's picking up half of one, half the other, or something like that. Quadrant says, can you turn your mic up? No, my mic is at the right volume setting, which I'm usually at, so I guess you just need to like bump up the volume. Sometimes there's a bug with Twitch where it will make the volume very, very quiet for no good reason, and refreshing the page will fix that. But yeah. Anyway, we should still fix Babby so it doesn't crash when it's in extern mono. But yeah. Hey, what's up, Morris? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Melky Dev says, happy Saturday, Andy Red's Code. How's it going, Melky? If you guys don't know Melky is also a streamer, and his little meme is to fist pow. Kapow! Wow, you got the double camera fist pow. That's new. But how's it going, Melky? Hello. Sundren J5 says, hey Anthony, I was using hyperskills to learn Python, but I feel like that's going a little slow. Any recommendations for sources on learning? I do have a recommendation about learning, but it does not involve it does not involve following tutorials after a while. My usual recommendation.
Absolutely love the Python icon thingy. Here's €1 for that carrot.
Hey, thank you for the donation, Morris, who says, I absolutely love the Python icon thing. Here's €1 for that. Awesome. Appreciate the donation. But yes, the Python. There's an SVG of it on GitHub if you want to check that out. Thumbnails. Let me put a link to the SVG if you somehow want to use it somewhere. Where is it? Here we go. I spent a lot of time making this SVG, so like I think I spent like 12 hours building this SVG. But anyway, I was writing it from scratch, so that's why it took so long. Flowshacker says, what's the best option to send a notification to your smartphone from the terminal? I'm using pushover for that by making requests through API using curl. Any better ways to get a notification? I have never worked with push notifications, so I actually don't know much about them. The only time that I have worked on push notification stuff was well, I guess I did some at Lyft and some at Yelp, but all of the actual push notification sending stuff was abstracted away in a service that I never really looked at, so I don't actually know. Hey, what's up, Drunk Time Lord? Hello. Double the fist, double the power, says Melkitev. It's true. Balnatha says, never ever gonna rickroll you. By the way, what would be great to have a Twitch bot detecting rickrolls. Would kill the fun of it too. It's true, it's true. If someone wants to somehow make my bot smart about detecting rickrolls, that would be dope. Kevin Sturberg says, I have end curses installed since Tmux depends on it. You've got stable 6.2. I still don't know what's happening there. Somehow Python is picking up the wrong curses information. Probably due to some sort of mismatch. I'm not entirely sure there. Drunk Time Lord says, can I steal it? Is it licensed? I mean, I would prefer if you didn't steal my channel branding. Though apparently it is licensed. Apparently I have given it away via MIT. So, well then. There's my branding, all gone now. Oh yeah, a bunch of people from Twilio stream, so that's another way you could do that. Oxdit says, hello, is that blue thing spinning? Yes, it is. It is, we have different Pokemon machine today. It is a little, you know, fidgety toy thing. It's got a gyroscope in it, and I spin it. But yes, it is a blue spinny thing. But yeah. Quadrant says, I'm just curious, why the Freestyle Pro over the Edge RGB? Well, I think RGB keywords are... how do I say this nicely? Are a little bit extra. Let's put it that way. Flashhacker says, thank you, I know the other solutions, but require a subscription or a setup, which takes super long. That's true. Drunk Time Lord says, so I can steal it cool, R emote. Or you could sub to my channel, and then you have the emote. Arthena says, just made a new useful WSL alias. Alias Anthony equals Streamlink. Oh. You can open VLC to my stream? That's pretty cool. Kevin Joberg says, disabled my custom term info database, reran Babby. It works now, and the info com shows different values. I'll look into the database I was running. Without it, I can't use TMX 256 color since it's not present in the vendored one. Interesting. Oh, yeah, so what I do is use screen 256 color, which TMUX understands. So I use this setup, and that works fine. You can see that we get 256 colors here. It's not true color, but it is at least 256 color. We still need to fix the the mono term though. Imagine if people wore hats like that. What sort of hats? What hats are you talking about, Quadrian? I just want a notification because I mostly automate in Bash, which takes some time, and I want to be notified when the script has finished. Yeah, I've seen that happen before. My friend had this script that would flash a light when it finished. Yeah, my other friend had a script that would just ding and send the Ubuntu notification. But yeah. Or if you have an IRC server, those are usually really easy to set up and get working. SNS is cheap and easy. Yeah, that's another option. Semicolon save, running long command done. Yeah, that'll work on macOS too. Oh, hats like the blue spinning ball. Yeah, okay. Cool. Alright, let's see. How did I test this before? So we do have a way to set the terminal in this. Term equals term. Yeah, we do have, weird, did it report that it can change color? Can you, Kevin's Joburg, can you, in that curses, can you look at curses.can change color in your broken setup? In the, in the debugger, because unfortunately you have to start curses in order to query this. Because I'd be curious if that says yes. Oh, actually, no, that would say no. Yeah, that's fine. Extra mono, which has 0 colors and false. Test features syntax highlight test. I ever set it to just this? Oh, that's the default. I don't know why I set this up and then never call it with this. That seems weird. Test does not crash with external mono with no color support. Run tempter. Actually, I think I can just use 10 lines. With run stir F as H and exit H. Now we want to do. Actually, you don't even need a file. With run term equals xterm mono. Let's see what that does. Kevin Stroberg said, I did as well, but had a kerfuffle with the Tmux maintainers during a bug report. They basically said if I ran with anything other than Tmux 2G color, all bets are off. Yeah, the Tmux maintainer is kind of a jerk. I also ran into some annoyance with that dude. Let's see. Author me. Is this the one where he was like, "You're dumb, don't do that"? Applied to BSD. Oh, it was that I made a pull request and then he just closed it and took the same patch, I think. I don't remember. Something annoying. I remember that. Quadrant says to use Continuum or Resurrect. I don't know what either of those things are. Devin and us says Bang OS. If you do Bang distro, you can get the answer there. But cool. This fails as we wanted it to. Adultsforian says, oh yes, he is. Yeah. Actually, Windows. That's right, Kamiko. Hey, what's up, Initiative? How's it going? Welcome back. Good to see you. It's missing a badge in the bot, but fair enough. Which thing? Which thing, Kamiko? Oh, I don't have all the badges. There's literally hundreds. There's hundreds of Twitch badges. I've only done like the common ones, so Initiative's badge doesn't show up. Oh, I don't use Tmux Quadran, so I don't really particularly care about Tmux plugins. But hey, what's up, Dr. Vem? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Nick just says, "Ha, I'm special. That's why Mom said at least." It's true. It's true. You are special. You're unique, just like everyone else. Interesting. Yeah, so this shouldn't happen if there's no colors. If curses.colors, undo that. That's the easiest card. That probably fixes the test. Oh no, it does not. It very much does not. Assert 1 in this. Well then. In Blanky says, use Arch, it just works. It really does not. That is the opposite of Arch. With Arch, it's always fucking broken. Legend says, my mom uses Arch Linux. I kinda... Ow. So why does my mom use it? Maybe your mom is a computer person. So in Linux terms, she is a normie. Oh, this fucking article, man. I mean, if you, like, don't let the packages update, it kind of works. I don't know. Setting up Arch is a fucking pain in the ass. And Blanky says, what is the story behind this keyboard? Yeah, I need to make a video about it. This is a sponsored keyboard from Kinesis. It is the Freestyle Pro. It is up, we can switch to show it a little bit better. It is angled up on a 15 degree angle there. Yeah, that's the keybs. But anyway. Yeah. RKJ says, opposite end of the spectrum, use a rel like I do, it's super stable, but you end up with years old versions of everything. Oh. My mom uses Red Hat Enterprise Linux for her day-to-day needs. That would be an expensive choice there. Okay, so what is going on here? Oh, I have an extra assertion where I probably don't need one. What am I doing? Color manager. I think I can fix this by just doing... this. So if it has color support, then we initialize colors. Otherwise, we always return 0. Raw color pair. Raw pairs. I guess we should not do any of this. And I think this is actually, you know, more readable with greater than 0. Yeah, I think that seems good. That'll fix the thing there. And Blanky says, if you use LTS kernel, it's just like Ubuntu, but better. In before distro wars begin. Yeah. You can get a dev license for RHEL for free. Yeah. Kind of. I don't know why you would willingly use RHEL though. Hey, what's up, KNGL? Hello, hello. Zingbretson says, my mom still uses AOL. Wow. That's kind of impressive, although they still make millions per year on AOL subscriptions, which is crazy. Blanky says, is that a GVim or a customized Vim with plugins? It is neither. It is neither. It is my own text editor. In fact, I'm actually fixing part of my text editor right now. I'm using my text editor to fix my text editor. Extra mono. Do not crash if the terminal terminal does not have color support. Nick just says, so you can say it works on my machine and it's a valid excuse. Kinda. Let's ship your machine then, and this Docker was born. Yeah, somebody posted that meme in the last stream too. It's a good meme. I approve. I approve of the ship the machine Docker meme. Do not crash, the terminal does not have color support. I should put this keyer stuff in that block as well. Color manager, because we don't actually ever need this in the no color case. Zoom. Make sure this one passes now. Cool. Yeah, I promise we'll get back to working on my text editor more often. Once I'm to the point where pre-commit.ci is a thing. See, kids, this is how you make babbies. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's kind of annoying that it has to do that logic every time, but it's fine. Oh, I should grab term equals x term mono babby. So this is it working in x term mono. This is it crashing in x term mono. This is how it used to crash before. It's funny because I actually just recorded a video where I ran into exactly this error. Yeah. Flowshacker says, guys, I'm stuck with said. I want to replace the word between two special characters using regex, but positive look behind in regex is not supported by said. What can I do now? Does it work with said-r? Is there positive look behind in said with extended regexes? Grep, extended regex, positive look behind. It looks like it does not have that support. And Blanky says, Flake8 or Pylint? I'm the maintainer of Flake8, in Blanky. You found him. It's me. I maintain Flake8, so I wonder which one I pick. You might be able to use Perl regexes with said. Wait, what? I'm done? Done? Has no idea he's in celebrity stream. Kind of funny. Hey, what's up, Mega Moise V4? Thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream. Mega Moise says, "May I ask a question?" Of course. Welcome to the stream. Feel free to ask away. We will answer questions to the best of our abilities in this chat. Initiative says, "Have you seen Bat? It's a drop-in replacement for Cat, but it does syntax highlighting and line numbering when not used with pipes." I have seen Bat. I just don't really like it. But it seems kind of neat. And in Brento, you have to install Batcat, something like that. I don't know. I prefer Lolcat over Batcat personally. Let's see. How do we set it up again? Pip install Ruby Venv, which is a terrible package that I wrote that works reasonably well. Takes a little while. RM bin activate gem install lolcat. Gem install lolcat. And then but yeah, I prefer lolcat. Lolcat is so much better. Funny story about lolcat. My friend Buck, we used to prank each other when we would leave computers unlocked at work, and one of the pranks that we did is we replaced his cat with lolcat, and he liked it so much that he just fucking left it. And it's fine if you do alias cat equals lolcat. And you know, cat some file, cat via venpit. If you were to send this to a pipe, it knows to turn off the coloring for the pipe, so it's actually like a completely reasonable drop-in replacement for cat. The only problem with it is it takes fucking forever because it's Ruby. Whereas, like, you know, one millisecond versus 230 milliseconds, all of that coloring takes forever. RJ says, "Simp, don't you know who you're talking to?" Right. Shaker says, "Thanks. I will look for a Perl command." Yeah, Perl might do that as well. Megan Moy says, "Can you check out this video and see if it's good for a Python tutorial?" I have no idea. I'm not gonna watch some holy fucking 11-hour video, 12-hour video. Why would someone ever watch this? It sounds awful. It has 1.7 million views though, so surely it's fine. I'm not watching this fucking video. There's absolutely no way. Can it make bat soup? Oh no. Oh no. Lunbox says, "Any idea what your word per minute's typing speed is at?" On this keyboard, I can top out at about like 110 or 120. My other keyboard, I get like 130-ish. But I'm usually around like 105 to 110. That's I think my average on this keyboard. But pretty fast enough. Lolcat is highlighting but not syntax highlighting. Reasonable. Yeah. Lumbershacker says, "Alias ls equals shutdown now." Dr. Vem says, "This is a pilot friendly chat." Yeah. Pilot's fine. I just won't use it because it does dynamic analysis and it's kind of slow. But it's fine. It's fine. My bot still has a sub to Michael Reeves. Miko says, "You did an 18-hour stream." It was 16 hours to be fair, but yes, I did do a long form stream, and a lot of you guys watched a good chunk of it, which is crazy. Just play it on 2x speed and suddenly it's 5.5 hours. Lingwai says, do you use a course or a book to learn Python? I did not. I just learned by writing code. Python was not my first programming language, so it was mostly, you know, adjusting from other languages that I already knew. Venus says, why not keyboard over something like the Kinesis? This is a Kinesis. This is the Kinesis Freestyle Pro. This is I assume you're talking about the Kinesis Advantage, which is what people usually think of when they think of Kinesis keyboards. And the reason is I cheat when I type, and I use the arrow keys, and I use the mouse, and yeah, the Kinesis Advantage is too much for me. Nick should have set the MOTD to renode is greater than repie. Alright. Okay, but anyway, I want to show you guys what I worked on a little bit offline with pre-commit.ci. So before we had this working where you could log in, and it would take you to the login page, and you could see like all of the orgs and stuff, and you can add and manage these orgs. And so if you look at like the Acetili org, there are 2 repos here. We can also change it so that we can remove repositories there. So we remove demo 2. And let's say we also add demo 3 at the same time. You can save that, and it'll take you back here, and you can see that these repos have been updated there. You can also click through. I know it looks like crap, but we'll fix it eventually. You can also click into the individual repository and get a list of all the runs. So these are all the runs that have happened on the Acetili 2 demo repo. Of course, I can get all of the information on these, but this was just to like show some output here, and you can see this is a successful run, and this is a pending run. So all of that click-through stuff works, but this is only the local setup. We're gonna try and get it working in AWS today, because this part works in AWS, but none of the other parts that I showed you work at all in AWS. So we're gonna try and get that working, and see how that goes. Megamoist says, may I ask what is your first programming language and what thing did you use to learn it? I mean, the first code that I wrote was TI Basic, and I did not really use anything to learn it. It was mostly just trial and error, because there's no tutorials for learning TI Basic. For Visual Basic, I think most of the stuff I learned was from Googling stuff. Oh, sorry, I missed Lunbox. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Maybe did it not ding? Did I just miss it? Kipiko set the MOTD to MOTD again. Nice. For whatever reason, it gets set to that quite a lot. KNGL says, how do you get the output of pre-commit in HTML with colors? It's actually pretty tricky what it does here. I can show you a little bit in code. Python import subprocess. So normally if you do subprocess.check output pre-commit run, we'll just run one of the hooks. Pre-commit run. Pre-commit run flake 8 all files. This will give me the bytes of the output here. Oh, which actually contain the There's a bug right now. Don't worry about that. It will normally give you the bytes without the color sequences, because check output is a pipe, and so it should detect that there's a pipe and not print color sequences. And so what I do is I force color to always, so that those sequences end up in there. Color equals always. Now this contains ANSI escape sequences, so if we were to print that, you'll see that it prints these colors here, but we don't necessarily want that. We want the text output of this, and we use a pigments thing. Oh, what is I know what the pigments project is called because my friend Chris made it. Pigments ANSI color. And so what this thing does is it transforms the pigments, it transforms the ANSI escape sequences into HTML span tags. So grab this. Import pigments.lexers and pigments.formatters. And then we make the lexer. And then we make a formatter. And then we highlight. And then you get HTML. And so you can see here that it made a div, and we got color BG green for the highlight there. And so then what I did is I used some CSS to target these particular color spans in the HTML, and that's how you get the highlighting there. But yeah, that's how it works. Nickster says, "Damn, bot doesn't do recursion. What a great idea that would be, though." Yeah, it would be too easy to recurse on itself. So it does not read its own output messages. It just does its input messages. Mr. Enxo has set the MOTD to Node.js is greater than repy, and Nick just says they are not terrible. You mean they're both terrible? Yeah, they're both kind of bad. Nick just says, "Did you also have a friend who founded NASA or something? You seem to know everyone who has done anything." I don't actually, Nick. I don't know anyone who works at NASA. But yeah, I do have a lot of friends. He does cloud programming, not space programming. Yeah. But yeah, that's how I do that. Let me send you a link to this so that you can check it out as well. And give it a star or whatever, because it's a cool project. But I'm actually out of water, so I'm gonna go fill up my water, and I'm actually kind of dehydrated today. So I will be right back. I will see you guys in a little bit. Hey, what's up, Maverick? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm back. I've got my water. RKJ says, "Is space programming the new over cloud programming?" I can't keep up these days, right? Hey, what's up, Yoda Droid? Hello, hello. And JalPMS, how's it going? Welcome back to both of you. Zing Bretson says, "Where do you think NASA stands on tabs versus spaces?" Is this the 12-hour stream? No, that will be on September 12th. If you guys want to join me for a 12-hour stream, it will be on September 12th. Man, my arm is real itchy. For some reason, well, I know why. I know it's itchy, because the air is really dry and also filled with smoke and air conditioning. Hey, what's up, Kaz9? Hello, hello. Welcome back. Good to see you. Once my OPSEC says I got the spider. Cool. Cool. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna try and get this stuff set up in AUS. I don't remember where I was at in AUS, but one thing that I have to do to make the data work across both is to actually delete this organization. I'll actually show you that that works as well. So I can click uninstall, and that will uninstall this. And you can see now that it is gone, which is pretty cool. But let's hook this up with AWS. I actually have to do some stuff off screen because GitHub shows the credentials in plain text. It's fucking GitHub. So give me a sec while I update this. Oh, also I need to figure out what the URL is for this thing. Hey, what's up, Mortalal? Hello, hello. Welcome back. Good to see you again. So I gotta find somewhere in here. There's an API gateway. Web gateway. No, that's the permission. Where is the web gateway? There's secrets. So we can do this to find it. Kevin Joberg says, seems to have gotten the best of both worlds removed. Term info ran curl-lo term info and compiled tmux using only tic-ax-e. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Kimiko says, did you all know that you can paste your Twitch password to chat and it'll just show up as stars on everyone else's screen? Whoa. Whoa, dude. That's so cool. Yo, let me try and do it with my password. I didn't know that was a thing. Let me grab it out of my password manager. Twitch. We'll use this account because I'm not so sure about that. But yeah, we'll copy the password. We're gonna paste this into Twitch chat and see if this works. Whoa. Yo, what the fuck? That's so cool. Also, Kabiko, my password is bigger than yours. My password is bigger than yours. Bad password 1 says rollers. The problem is, like, I can't even do this joke very well because you guys can just see me type Control-C while I was pasting, so, kind of gives the joke away. 6969 good password? Oh shit. Nickstev, what? That's a weird thing to say. I think it's a trick, says someone. Yeah, no, it's very, it's a meme. It's a meme. It is indeed a bit of a trick. Okay, yes, but we found our web gateway. Oh, now I gotta reconstruct the URL. I always forget the format of it, so... There we go. So gotta change this. useast1.amazonaws.com. Okay. And make lambda make lambda web. We're gonna build the lambda, we're gonna upload that, and see what's going on there. Jean-Pimes says, what was that? Password manager, by the way. This is called Bitwarden. It's the one that I recommend. I really like it. It's free, it's secure, it's open source. It's supporting all the platforms that I care about. Yeah, it's pretty good. This is literally RC culture, it's true. Kevin Stroberg says, did you know if you paste your credit card information in chat, you'll probably get scammed? Yeah, it's true. The Advocator, how's it going? Who says there might be people in this chat younger than that meme. It's probably true. When was this a thing? It's gonna give me the little ad block thing. 2004. Yeah. Wow. $2004. Damn. Makes me feel old now. There's a bug bounty on Bitwarden if you can break their encryption. I mean, probably. The Advocator says, hello, fellow olds. It's true. It's true. Jumpy Man says, do you guys host Bitwarden or use the free hosted version? I use the free version. Kevin Joberg says, is Babby colorless by default because it's running, but it's black and white? Yes, it is by default black and white. You can install a theme, any VS Code theme that you want, though. So if you're using VS Code, you can install whatever you want. There's a little helper script in the source of Babby. Otherwise, you just put your theme, your JSON theme here. This actually isn't bundled with the distributable, but yeah. If you want to use the theme that I'm using, here's the here's the little thing to download my VS Code theme. Baho says, hello, how's it going? Welcome back. Kamika says, 2100 is closer to today's date than the start of World War II. Initiative says, the fact that Python is soon turning 30. It's true. If you consider the original, the first commit, rather than the first release of Python, it has already turned 30 because it started work in 1989. But yeah. It's turning 30, which means I'm turning 30 soon. Which feels old, man. Okay, but we've built this update function. Let's see if I remember this. Update function code, function name, web. Function code? No, I think it's zip file. God, if I remember this command, then that's fucking wild. Okay, that looks like it worked. Did not expect to remember that. Okay, but I expect this to crash, and I expect us to have to do a bunch of code to fix this up. Well, that worked so far. Let me actually change some of the settings. We're gonna temporarily make this app internal so that you guys can't sign up for it, because otherwise, if somebody signs up for my dev app, then I can't remove people from it, which is really obnoxious. But anyway, if we log in, this should crash, I think. Yeah. Cool. And I believe the crash is one that we've looked up before. It should be something complaining about well, actually, let's sorry, let's merge this PR. Distracted, and then we can upload this to pipeline. Git, check out master git. $16. Yeah, I should switch to using token off. but I haven't done that yet. Anthony and Python were born on the same day. Coincidence is not true, but my birthday is pretty close to the first release of Python. Anthony Python, yeah. For a while, my nickname was Pythony, which is pretty dumb, and we should not bring that back. Hey, what's up, SSH4422? Hello, welcome to the stream. Mega Moise says, is 32 gigs of RAM good enough for basic coding? Yes, that should be fine. I have a little bit more than that, but I also do some other stuff with it, so mine's a little excessive, but 32 should be fine. Yes, Pythony, Solus, it's true. Pythony 3. Unless you're compiling huge projects, you rarely break 16, if even 8. Yeah, that's pretty true. Unless you're running IntelliJ and Slack and Chrome. Kevin Jarvis says, here I am running on 16k of RAM. Yeah, there's no way. Shaz says, gotta go, have a good day. Well, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you around. I'm actually gonna put lotion on my arms because it's really dry in here, and I keep scratching, and I don't want to start bleeding. So I'm gonna be right back. And yes, this is a VM Jao PMS. We've even got an emote for it. But I will be right back. I'll see you guys in a sec. Alright, I'm all lubed up now, ready to go. Don't forget VS Code or Atom. Yeah, those will take up a bunch of RAM too. Hey, what's up, working 9 to 5? Hello. Working on pre-commit.ci today. We're trying to get this to not crash. Where did it go? Trying to get this to not crash. Trying to get it to look more like this, which is my local version. But yeah. Also, I released Babby in the middle of this. Let me close all my tabs. Make sure that yeah. So this is the Lambda that we're looking at. If we go to monitoring, should be able, wait, what? Oh, and this is not an actual link. Oh, I hate when they do that. Duration, why did it run for 3 seconds? Might have just timed out. Oh yeah, it just timed out. It's unfortunate. Hey, what's up, Peppy FPS? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Why? What? I don't know why it took so long. It's kind of weird. And Dev Ali, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome to the stream. Kimiko says, I've heard the rant about the AWC prefix in AWS, but to me, I keep thinking NWC from Heroes of Might and Magic, the third matrix-related cheat codes. Oh. Stood for New World Computing. Interesting. Yeah, I deserve the bonk there. I deserve the bonk. Peppy FPS says, hello, greetings from Brazil. How's it going? Welcome back. Artheno, you've bunked 7 people. I think you want bunked rank to see how many times you've been bonked. There's two, yeah, you've never bonked anyone, Arthino. Akila isn't even here to respond, right? Right? Okay, but yeah, let's... Oh, they changed the view on this. This is pretty cool. Here's the error. Actually, this is not cool. I don't like this anymore. We're just gonna go straight to CloudWatch because I'm familiar with that console. Unless they changed this one too. AWS just did a big redesign on a bunch of stuff, which is log groups. I already know what the exception is. I just want to see it so I can show you guys what the exception is, because it's the same one that we were running into before, where it'll complain about a read-only file system while SQLiting. So we need to adjust this. Unable to open database file. Yes, indeed. Because it shouldn't even be talking to SQLite at all here. So we got to do some split C's here. Data. Get move pre-commit.ci web data store to pre-commit.ci data web local.py. So this is our data setup here. I already know that there's a couple places where I query this poorly. Also, I need to change this. Oh, I forgot to do this. I was supposed to do this offline, but I didn't do that. But it's fine. We'll just set it up with this model, and I can always adjust the data models later. Arthino has never gotten bonked. It's true, it's true. Kevin Joberg says, whenever I'm in the AWS interface, I shut a tier. Yeah, it's pretty bad. You must know basic design, says Kenbiko. Arthino says, wait until you get into the Azure interface. Yeah, I've already had to click through the Azure Pipelines interface, and oh boy, that one is a lot. That one is a lot. Cat Business says, AWS console, when you pass shut a tier, competency is buried here. Yes. Hey, what's up, Paulo Seals Jr.? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Okay. How do we do this? Okay, so we need to make another database for the web store. Class web store. And then we need to make APIs for these. Unfortunately, I'm using this annoying name tuple approach. I would like to use protocols here, but protocols don't support modules as a protocol value yet. So I have to do this like kind of janky build an object from the module thing, which works. It's just not the best. Okay, get installs, which is a callable taking stir int and returning list of install. A little bit of a sneeze there. Sorry about that. Installs set, which is a callable taking stir int sequence install and returning none. Install get, which is a callable taking stir int and returning optional install. Install delete. This is the one that's going to be tricky to implement in Dynamo because I'm going to have secondary indices for these deletes, which is kind of gross. Or I'm going to have to reformat my data some other way. But it's not a common operation, so I think it's okay to have it go down a less than ideal route. List tuple int stir 1 2 1 2 3. install repos remove. Say callable taking stir int sequence int and returning none. And then install repos add, which is callable. Oh wait. Oh no, this is fine. Install repos add, which takes stir int sequence tuple int stir and returns none. And then repo get, which is a callable stir int, which returns optional stir. Okay, that is our interface that we're gonna try and set up here and build for the other for the dynamo. No. Web store interfaces is equal to this. Local is web storage. Let's see if I can do this with regex magic. Replace that with back1, back2 equals web local dot back2, comma. Good old regex magic. Yeah. RKJ says, pretty sure they make cloud consoles overly confusing purely so you can't see how much money you're spending. They actually break down the money spend really, really well on AWS. I was looking at this the other day, as I've spent $50 on this on accident. Where is it? Billing? Oh, is this gonna dox me? Hopefully this doesn't dox me. Is it bill details? Yeah. Didn't dox me? Okay, cool. But yeah, you can see like it'll show you like per region all of the stuff that you use, and you can see like, oh, why did I spend 17 cents on Elastic Cloud Compute? Oh, it's because I used 3.4 gigabyte months of snapshot storage, and I've used 400 hours of T2 micro. Or like, why did I spend money in KMS? This is because I'm an idiot and accidentally used 0.183 customer managed KMS keys when I didn't need these at all. But also you can see like exactly how many seconds I've spent on Lambda, how many requests I've done, etc. But it actually breaks it down fairly well for AWS. I haven't looked at the other ones though, so I don't actually know how well those other ones do it. Hey, what's up, Alexa? Hello, hello. Welcome back. Good to see you. Kambiko says, I should be asleep later, y'all. Well, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you around, Kambiko. Always a pleasure to have you in the chat. Okay, so instead of importing data store, we should be able to import from iFace. Import web store. And then we should just replace all these, and in theory it should... Oh, we actually turned off the local version. Syntax error on 2.13. Oh, we've got a buddy problem. Hey, what's up, Awesome Jossum? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Oh boy, this is where I really want to finish my brace matching plugin that I started and never finished, because this one is pretty tricky to see where the problem is. This one? No, that one's fine. This one's fine. This is the one that's the problem. Hey, what's up, Fixer Jake? Hello, hello. Welcome back. Good to see you. Pre-commit ci.data.install import install. From typing import sequence. From pre-commit ci.data import web local. Oh, I forgot install create. How did I forget install create? Which takes stir, install sequence, tuple, int stir. 1, 2, 3, and returns none. But we're just gonna trust MyPy that it works, and then we're gonna try and implement the dynamo part of this. Oh, yeah. Hey, what's up, Octavius? Hello, hello. I think I already said hi to Fixer Jake. Hello again. Chill Touch says, still think using an IDE is better. I mean, that's like your opinion, man. If you're free to use an IDE. I'm not gonna use an IDE. that's just me. Hey, what's up, Ashlandium? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Awesome Johnson says, doing okay? Well, that's good. Octavia says, do you ever from X import star? Nope, I don't ever use star imports. Sometimes I'll use them interactively in the console, but I don't ever use them in code. Because star imports are the worst. Mostly because they make linters real angry, and they make static analysis impossible. But yeah, don't use them. Okay, so we now need to implement an AWS version of this. Shall I just copy paste this? AWS. Local web dynamo. Web dynamo. So we'll make that module. Data web dynamo.py. And we need to copy all these interfaces here. Actually, I can probably just read it out from here and implement it that way instead. Git installs, which takes int. No. Oh, we don't know the signature name here. So we will use this. Git installs service stir user ID int to list of install. From typing import list, I think we also are going to need sequence and optional, probably. Pre-commit, oh, we also need tuple. ci.data.install import install. Just put dummy data there for now. Installs set. We can just, how am I doing this when I can just copy paste? Copy paste is so much easier. Turn none. Install create. Install delete. Install repos remove. Oops. We got a lot of stuff to implement today, looks like. Oh, that's it. That's it. Oh my god. Nixter says, Ed is the only editor you'll ever need. It will truly bring salvation to this earth. Mr. Jake says, I use IDs because I've been too lazy to get used to stuff like Nano or Vim, and I'm faster with IDs, but if I sat down and got used to it, I'm pretty sure it would be comparable or comparable speed-wise. Zing Bretson says, from Python import star. Fried Beefed says, why do you have multiple import statements for the typing library instead of one with comma separators? Well, funny you ask that. I just uploaded a YouTube video about this, so you can see exactly why I do that. Literally yesterday uploaded this video. So check that out. I talk about that in that video as well. Hey, what's up, Calo Creation? How's it going? Calo Creation is also a streamer. You should check out their content. You can use the fun shadow command even. Oh no, is my bot dead? Oh no, it worked. It's just laggy for some reason. Weird. Just plugging stuff for you. It's true, Fixter Jake. It's true. Just bait me to talk about my YouTube videos. Okay, data. Let's look at how this works. Not local. We want the Dynamo one. Okay, so import boto3 dynamodb equals boto3.resource. And we need to figure out all of the tables that we're going to set up here. I think I'm going to just mirror this structure to start with and then maybe adjust it later. Just so that we get something working. Cal says, doing good, Anthrax Code. Thanks, just here to chill to listen to a soothing voice. Well, I'm glad you think my voice is soothing. welcome back. Okay, so unfortunately this data is super relational, so this is gonna be maybe poorly set up, but I don't really care. It's gonna have a secondary index. That is a separate table. I'm gonna be doing some in-memory joining here. Ugh, gross. Gross. And then install repos. Dynamodb.table, install repos. Actually, do I inner join somewhere? I do. It's literally the first API we have to implement. There's a join. Why is this table separate? Right, because we select from it separately. I hate this so much. Well, I think we can just dupe this data into this table. Yeah, I think that's how we're gonna do this. RJ says, single screen problems. I can't code and watch at the same time. Get another screen, man. Get another screen. Okay, so get installed. So this is gonna be the first time we actually do a scan in DynamoDB, I think. Get items, DynamoDB. Batch get item. Hey, what's up, Royce? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I think we actually want scan, not that. Scan operation returns one or more items and item attributes by accessing every item in a table or a secondary index. That doesn't sound right. I basically want to retrieve all items with a particular partition key. DynamoDB, get items starting with a partition key. Querying a table. Query is the API I want, of course. Duh. Grabshin finds items based on primary key values. You can query any table or secondary index that has a composite primary key, blah blah blah. Use the key condition expression parameter to provide a specific value. Dun, dun. Okay, so that looks fine. So the primary key here, this will be our sort key, this will be our partition key. We'll do user installs dot query. Hey, what's up? Oh boy, how am I gonna say this one? Ligo1 Gamos V2 and Arrow7778. Thank you both for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Royce says, what languages do you know? A lot of them. Know well, or like have written some amount of code in them. For languages that I know well, I would probably say C, C++, Python, JavaScript, Go, Shell, several flavors of SQL, C#, Java, Kotlin, and surely something I'm forgetting. Elm, Perl? No. I have written a little bit of Perl. I was not happy writing Perl. Okay, what is the API for this? Dodo 3 dynamodb query. Query. Hey, what's up, Rebelar Nomato? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Where's the table query, the resource API? Resource, here we go. Query. We don't need an index name. Just leave that. We'll leave this alone. We'll leave limit alone. Key conditions. Oh yeah, it's the drop song. Yes. Oh, we've got a pull request to the Twitch bot as well. And Bang OS is an alias for distro. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Review approve. I'll go ahead and sort the list after this, but ship it. Let me update the bot. Get diff patch. Get pull prune. Restart the bot. Oh wait, we gotta reapply the patch. Restart the bot again. Okay, cool. So now we should be able to do Bang OS. And nice. Perfect. Spooker says, may I ask what project you're working on? Bang Project can tell you a little bit more about it, but I'm working on a CI system called pre-commit.ci. And yeah, and I'm trying to build a CI system for the pre-commit tool, which is an open source tool that I created. You can check more out about it by clicking on the links and clicking through to the other links. Yassine Super God Bomber says, hey, how are you doing? I'm doing well. Could you please explain the name tuple inheritance and that installed callable syntax? Sure. Yeah, I will. Yeah, let me video idea name tuple. Cause I don't think I've talked about name tuples in videos yet, but I can do a video about those. So typing name tuple is a special class that causes it to take all of its attributes and builds a typed named tuple class out of it. So this is like a specialized syntax. What it ends up calling behind the scenes is eventually collections.named tuple queuing, and then all of the attributes here. NQ long pull mark completed. And it actually discards all of this typing information here. Or you can think of it that way. This is mostly just so MyPy knows about the specialized type that sits here. But a name tuple, so if we did like queuing equals this, you could do queuing equal, or some queuing object is equal to that class constructed as object queuing 1, 2, 3, for instance. And this would pass 1 in for NQ, 2 in for long pull, and 3 in for mark completed. And this is a subclass of a tuple. So you can use it like a tuple or you can use it like a class. But I really like name tuples. They're really helpful. In this case, I'm cheating a little bit. What I really want is a protocol that talks about these 3 functions, and then I can just use this module as the value of this key here. But since that doesn't work, I'm kind of hacking around it with name tuples. Hey, what's up, General Hat? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. And actually, the pattern for that is the same one that I use in pre-commit. So you can actually look at. Where is it? Oh, it's not in commands, it's in languages, of course. So you can see that I do that same hack here. And in fact, in pre-commit, I used CodeGen to do the same thing. But this is the MyPy issue that if it's solved, I can stop doing this wacky hack. But a lot of people have run into this issue. But it's apparently not easy to fix, or at least I don't know how to fix it. But anyway, that's what that's about. But yeah, 2018, yeah, it's kind of old. I eat bogeys. It's true. Hey, what's up, Nerdy Laka? Hello, hello, welcome back. Good to see you. But yeah, I'm hacking around it with name tuples because. Key expression. Key condition. Query dynamodb query example. 3. What? Oh, I see. Key condition expression. What? What does this table look like? Partition key and a sort key. Okay, cool. This looks like exactly what we want. This looks like exactly what we want. iBoogie says, what are you using Flask for in this project? I'm using Flask to do the front end and the API portions of this. So I guess not the front end part, but the the back end for this front end, the web portion, also the part that receives the GitHub webhook stuff. Yo, Juan Carlos Paco, haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. Good to see you. How's life in your neck of the woods? Oh, you've been lurking? I see. That's fair. That's fair. What if I don't like this syntax? Can I use it the old style of the syntax? Like there's key condition. Can I use this syntax? Is this deprecated? Key conditions. This is a legacy parameter. Okay, fine. It's up, Parker Ann. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Key condition expression equals key. I think the key is going to be called service user ID dot the capital equal. I really don't like the way that they capitalize stuff here. Oh, it's lowercase. Why is that one lowercase? Service user ID. Oh, what is this gonna look like? Oh, actually, I can switch this back to doing the local version, and then we can debug this locally with the partially set up AWS version, I think. iBogey says, gotcha, same thing I use it for. I use Flask RESTful mostly. Heard good things about Fast API. Yeah, I have heard good things about Fast API as well. Initiative says Rocket or GTFO. I'm not sure. I am familiar with Rocket. Oh, yeah, thanks for the catch on the typo there. Rix's. I would have caught it eventually. Oh yeah, I really need to get LSP support in my text editor so that I can make that happen automatically. That means I need to set this back up again. So give me a sec while I adjust this over here. Mostly because I want to be able to use a debugger and poke around and see what this data looks like. Oh, we also need to create this table. Okay, let's create this table. Workspace, pre-commit.ci, Terraform, dynamodb, user installs.tf. Okay, and the attribute is service user ID is the key. And the partition key is what? The sort key. The sort key is the install ID, which is an integer, which is a number. This is not repo ID. This is supposed to be user ID, and this is supposed to be install ID. Let's just set these to some small value for right now. Actually, I'm gonna probably go through and set all of mine to small values, just so I don't spend money on this. Although I have some time in the month left, so I'll do this. Alexa says, isn't Rocket in Rust? And Initiative says, yes, it is a Rust web framework. It's a dream to work with. It really beats all of the other ones out of the water. One Post Podcast says, I've been coding some stuff. Oh, what have you been working on? Grape Spectre. What do we got going on here? Is this an SVG editor? What is this? Whoa. This is kind of cool. This is actually pretty dope. Oops. Why did that not work? Oh, this is just code. I see. Oh, this is pretty neat. This is pretty cool. Drag dot components in the page and press the green button for copy and paste code. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty dope. Let's TF apply that. Create our table for us. Let's actually put these as turn none, turn none, none, turn none. Oh, return lists. Return none. So this type checks. And actually we're gonna have to, before we can query, we actually have to populate some of these APIs though. Okay, we will set up that table. God, I hate when people do this. This is so fucking ugly. Formatting fixes. Fucking hideous. Why would anyone ever write code that looks, hold on, it looks better. Looks better than it actually does if you, where's the not side-by-side view? Unified. This is what they changed the code to look like. Gross. Fucking gross. Anyway, not my project. I don't give a fuck. But I would never write code that looks like that. Disgusting. Style fixes. Fucking guy. Anyway. Set up a code formatter. Stop manually fixing style. And pick a code formatter that doesn't look like ass. Okay, but let's run this. Oops, .app. So, what are you gonna do? Oh, it's logged in. So some things kind of work. I kind of expect data inconsistency to happen as part of this, but I am able to log in, so that's kind of thing. Hey, what's up, Paulo Cesar? Hello, welcome to the stream. Arcade says just use black, and then there's nothing to argue about. Yeah. Yassine says, there's the same guy who writes getters and setters for each variable in a cat. That's the same guy? Oh, is it really? This isn't fucking Java. Why would you do that? Okay. This is kind of working. We got our auth callback. We need to start doing these APIs. Installs set. Web local. I think this is the first to actually get something rendering. Oh, we have 2 datas here. And we don't have joins. Ugh. Picture Jake says, I love C#, get semicolon, set semicolon, and you're done. Yeah, you can even do like get private set, which is pretty good. I really like that about C#. Okay, installs set. Hey, what's up, Paulo Cesar? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We need bulk put. Put items. Put item? Is there not like a bulk? Batch write item. Puts or deletes multiple items on one or more tables. A single call can write up to 16 megs of data, which can comprise as many as 25 put or delete requests. Batch write item cannot update items. To update items, use the update item action. Okay. Hey, Bogey says, but IDEs do it for you in Java. Yeah. Paulo Cesar says, I'm Brazilian, and now the MOTD says I'm Brazilian. My bot is now Brazilian. Fixer Jake says, I believe C# 8 is adding more functionality. Oh, that's cool. Fixer says, I'm so glad Microsoft is pushing .NET Core so hard. Yeah, .NET Core is pretty cool. You have linked your GitHub repositories for some reason. Oh, you only have 2 repositories. Cool. Well, welcome to the stream, Paulo. Good to have you. Merged. Okay, this PR got merged. I don't understand some people sometimes. RJ says, I've fallen out with the object initializer syntax in C#. It's too easy to not update calls when new fields are added. Yeah, that's true. I did really like the object initialization, but yeah, it requires default construction and other stuff like that. And so it can end up being a little bit of a pain when you add fields. Hey, what's up, iDutcher? Hello, welcome to the stream. Paulo Cesar says, I like your live stream. Well, I'm glad you like it. Welcome. Batch item does not behave in the same way as individual put and delete items would work. What? Oh, yeah, it's fine. If you use a programming language that supports concurrency... Wait, isn't this the docs for Boto 3? This is the docs for Boto 3. So... You know the programming language is probably because these are generated docs. GM Knight says, I have 2 questions. Why does Flakegate have warning / error for unused, or why doesn't Flakegate have warnings for unused error? For unused arguments? So by default, Flakegate uses a tool called PyFlakes to figure out unused names. And PyFlakes leans heavily on no false positives, and sometimes unused arguments are intentional. The most common case where you would have intentionally unused arguments is if you're implementing an interface of someone else's API and you don't care about all the arguments, which happens all the time. It's actually why I turn off that flag in Pyland, because I find that it is too annoying to be useful when you're implementing someone else's APIs. But yeah, that's my thought there, GM Knight. Yassine says, have you ever used metaclasses in Python? I have used metaclasses a total of 1 time, and I used metaclass to do a terrible thing. I can show you the one metaclass that I ever wrote, and you can shudder in disgust at what it is doing. It is in this file right here. This is the only metaclass I have ever written. So this is the metaclass here. It is called partial template type. It's part of a templating language. The templating language is built around classes, and so the only way that you used to be able to share code in this templating language was to inherit from another template. And so this meant if you ever had any joint shared code, they would all end up in the common base class. And so in a website like Yelp, the common base class ended up having 10 to 12,000 lines of templating code, and most of it was completely unrelated. But you know, two leaves in this giant template tree both depended on that same function, so it ended up in the base class. And so I wrote this partial template thing, and what it does is when the template class is instantiated, it calls into the meta class and builds the normal class. So this is, you know, running type as usual, and instantiates that class. Then it finds the module that class is defined in. Makes a circular reference here. This is so that it doesn't get garbage collected in the wrong way. And then what it does is it assigns a special attribute to the class. This is so that we can detect that it's a partial template. Then it rips every attribute on the class that is a function type and decorates it with this special decorator called default self, and then sets that attribute on the module. So by defining a class in a module, it causes all of its attributes to also be defined on, all of the attributes of the class to also be defined on the module. And they're decorated with this default self decorator. And this decorator is extremely evil. So what this decorator does is it returns a new function. And if self is not a template, so if like some other positional argument had been passed in here, it will look back a frame and try and find the self variable of the parent frame. And it then injects that self into the actual function call. And this is a glorious fucking terrible hack, but this is basically the only reason that Yelp was successful in scaling their front end in any sort of way, was because partial templates became a thing and you could import and reuse template code. This also made it so that you could import and test template code, because there was 0 tests for any of the crazy amount of logic that happened in Yelp templates, but now there's partial templates. And my eventual plan was to move this to a specialized syntax so that it's not this glorious hack, but the glorious hack works extremely well and is actually pretty performant. This is the slowest part of the call, and like looking up one frame is not, it's one to reference. Now it makes PyPy really sad because PyPy can't jit this code because it's like, frame jumping, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of here, why are you doing this? Oh yeah, this comment is great. There are a lot of exceptions that can occur here due to an instance of self, blah 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 blah. But yeah, we if somebody passed in a self that's not the right self, we raise a particular error that says you're probably calling this outside of a template. But anyway, this like hack allowed us to move 12,000 lines of untested code into 50 to 100 files where you could test them. Also I wrote this other thing that made it so if you wrote a partial template, you would have to test it. So it forced people to write unit tests for their complicated things, which was good. But anyway, glorious hack worked extremely well. The only time I've written a meta class, and yeah, it's absolutely terrifying and terrible. But It's, you know, saved a bunch of money, a bunch of developer time, and, you know, was one of the reasons that Yelp was successful in splitting out front-end components. Only time you have and will, yeah, probably. I probably won't write another meta class unless I need to do something similarly evil. The other cool thing was I wrote this as an intern when I was at Yelp, and I had only been writing Python for 2 or 3 months at that point when I wrote that terrible monstrosity. Hey, what's up, Jay DeMatt? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. So that was eight years ago I wrote that code. The original version. Of course, it doesn't show up that way on GitHub, but it originally lived in Yelp main and then moved to GitHub. But anyway, okay. Where is the batch write item? Batch write item. Request items? What? Why's my phone buzzing? What are you mad about? Oh, it's the dick sword. The dick sword is why my phone is buzzing. Who's... Oh, I see. I see. Definitely not crap code. Yeah. Request items. What is this string supposed to be? Request items, a mapping of one or more table names. Oh, this is the other API. This is the one that I want. No? Is there not a resource one for this one? What do you mean no module found? There's a module right there. Oh, there is no batch put item here. That's annoying. That is annoying. Unless it's supposed to be this batch writer. Batch writer. Batch writer. Hey, what's up, Juicebox Hero? Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Bang girlfriend, you're right, rollers. Quan still works. Quan still works. Hey, what's up, Cortezix the Killer? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Oh, this is fucking cool. That's cool. Yo. That's cool. Hey, Red Scratcher, thank you for subscribing to Twitch Prime. Appreciate the subscription. Welcome to the stream. Or sorry, it's no longer called Twitch Prime. It's called Prime Gaming. Initiative says, I bet you've heard of the term spaghetti code plenty of times, and maybe even lasagna code, but have you heard of the correct way to code? Ravioli code? Is ravioli code supposed to be like... What is the fucking... The Haskell term? Not end-of-functors. What is the damn term? Monoids. Are raviolis the monoids of programming? G-Songster says it's true, we're still dating. Yeah. Dooporm says, ravioli, give me test coveroli. Oh man, the SpongeBob references. The SpongeBob references. Okay, this is actually really cool. This is actually really cool. This is actually really cool. Did I say that this is really cool? Because it's really cool. With user installs .batch writer. As batch. Overwrite by P keys. Deduplicate request items in buffer. Oh yeah, we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. Batch.put item. Let's see. For install in installs. Service user ID to service user ID, and then install ID is install install ID. And then I think we just splat the rest of this data in there. Actually, we can just do ** install dot as dict. Fancy. You probably don't fit on one line. You do not. Okay, cool. That was easier than I thought it was gonna be. Next just says, I don't know, functional is the weird champ. Yeah, so speaking of spaghetti code, User335, who sometimes stops by the stream, has said one of my favorite things that I've heard about programming. He's like, I know that my code is spaghetti code, but at least I know where all of the noodles go. Tuber says, what's a SpongeBob? It's where the ravioli thing comes from. It's there's a ravioli, give me the formuoli, or something like that. Ravioli code is when your code is neatly organized into separate modules which each accomplish their own function, and then you have the sauce which binds them all together and makes everything whole. I see. NJ, how's it going? Until you overcook it and your abstractions leak out. Oh, that's a good way to put it. That is a good way to put it. It looks like we have also this installs table. With installs.batch writer as batch. Yeah, we'll just do with installs.batch writer. As installs batch. User installs batch.put item, and then installs batch.put item equals install dot as dict. I wonder if this works. This seems like it might not work. So let's actually, yeah, we'll let them interleave. We'll see what could go wrong, right? Isn't the ravioli thing from Filthy Frank? I don't fucking know. I know it from SpongeBob. Yassine says, rule number 1 in programming, if it works, don't touch it. Yeah. Ravioli, what's in the pocket, oldie? And then grabs a bunch of ravioli out of his pocket in his shirt and slurps them up on a park bench. What? Okay, well, I thought it was from SpongeBob, so clearly I'm wrong. Architect says, can all software be described by pasta analogies? Is this why this Italian guy is such a good programmer? Welcome to the ravioli fields, motherfucker. Is that what's going on, Tubeworm? Is that what's going on? Make a point. Okay, let's see if this works now. That should be enough to implement the homepage, I think. We'll see. Do I need to do this? I don't know, we'll try it. We'll try it and see what happens. I need to restart. Oh, we also need to set up that other table. CP dynamodb user installs to installs. A. And the key is going to be the install ID, which is a numero, and we have no range key. Tubrum says, I don't believe Anthunk is Italian. His hand game is very weak. Are you saying I'm not talking with my hands? It's true. It's true. Hey, what's up, Journey and AI? Hello, hello. Yes, sure. That's probably the right thing. Kevin Stroberg says, am I being unnecessarily clever here? Usually if you have to ask the question, it's probably yes. Does this actually work? I don't think this actually works. Is to convert it into numbers on the dial pad? I don't think this actually works. Because OPER are 0 on the dial pad, so you have to actually translate them. At least on my phone. Yeah. Oh wait. What the fuck? Have they changed T9? Am I losing my mind? I could have sworn that the letters were different. Am I losing my mind? Because the T9 on my phone is different. T9. The fuck? Am I losing my fucking mind? Does this work for Z? Because Z is there's four numbers here. Holy shit. My life is a lie. Anyway. It's fine. Chip it. Oh, this is kind of cool. This is kind of cool. I would put curly braces here. Also, you're using tabs. Tuber has set the MOTD to high after, or oh no, Margot Dev set it to high. My bad. Tuber says I'm unbonkable. Margot Dev says I started a new project. It's called HTML script. It aims on simplifying the web and removing the stupidity of JavaScript. I feel like you're not gonna get that far. It doesn't work for Z, but it was excluded in the exercise. Nice. Perfect. Fixed. Fixed. Okay. This should maybe work now? Let's see. Load this page. That is no items. continue. So let's actually fix that. For item in res items. Return. Oh boy, why did I struggle so hard to type that? Install. Account ID equals item. Account ID, and then account name equals item. Account name. That'll work. So nothing if we log out and log in. List object has no attribute batch writer. Oh. Oh, that's annoying. Put the word table at the end of all these. Or I could put them in a namespace. You could do class tables. It's a little bit annoying. Install object has no as. Oh, it's not underscore dict. It's just as dict. As dict. We'll get it one of these times. Oh, we got the first page kind of working. It's cool. It's cool. If we click on this, we should get a 404. That's cool as well. We gotta do this. Install git. Installs. Git item key equals install ID. Oh, this is not right. Table is not right. Table is not right. Key has to be service. Install ID. And yes, there's some data dupage here. Let's fix the terraform. Service this, this, S. Should delete and recreate the table. You have half an RC done. Cool. Kevin Joker says I usually don't use tabs, but when I do, it's on stream. Mixture says this web talk reminds me why the hell are browsers still stuck on ES5? So the thing is, not all parts of ES 6 and above are easy to implement, and so it's not that they're stuck on ES 5, it's that they have some partial support of everything else. Like the minimum supported thing is ES 6 or ES 5 for that sort of thing. Install ID, no, it's service, install ID. Hey, what's up? Is that Lunia? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. That is a V though, so is it Livnia? But hopefully you're doing well. I think it's if item in res. Return install. Hey, what's up, Floffers? Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Install URL. Account ID. And then account name. Otherwise, return none. And we got a buddy problem. It's up here. Livnia says, you got that right. Wait, which one? Which one was right? There were two choices. Was it Lunia or is it Livnia? And hello, floppers. Off the band, how's it going? Welcome back. Install create. This requires another table. We won't do this one yet. Oh, did we apply? Yes. Okay, this should no longer 404. Hey! Cool. Doesn't display the repos yet, but that's because we don't have a table for that. Install repos. That's the last table we need. Dynamo installs to dynamo. What is it called? Install repos? Install. Prince537 says, hi man, what are you building? If you do bang project, you can learn more about it, but I'm building a CI system based around pre-commit. Flopper says, what's with this keyboard? And Froggyhead says, Thanos snapped Anthony's keyboard into two pieces. If you do bang keyboard, you can learn more about it. This is an ergonomic keyboard called the Kinesis Freestyle Pro. It's propped up on a 15-degree slant, and it was provided to me by Kinesis. There's also fun emotes for it if you're subscribed as well. Hey, what's up, Mac4Flow? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Yes, as Journey in AI says, hey, what's up, Julian? How's it going? Welcome back. Good to see you. Debian still hasn't fixed JSON schema, unfortunately. I mean, fixed. It still works. It just depends on more packages than it needs to on Debian. It's not your problem, but Debian's problem. They still haven't fixed it. Yeah, let's create this other table. Get that set up. Hey, what's up, Proggyhead? How's it going? Initiative says, oh yeah, Anthony, I started working on my laptop dock for coming... Oh my god, why am I having such a hard time reading this? It's gonna be made in Pelican laptop case, and it's gonna have a mechanical keyboard and a track... Oh, you're making a laptop. You're making a laptop? Yo, that's cool. RKJ says, how about PyDecimal, though? Ugh. Debian hasn't fixed Python yet either, so can't expect much out of my package. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I reported a bug on the VF module way back when, and they still haven't done that. Debian. Also, they did their weird lib 2 to 3 split and the disutil split. Man, what a mess. Juan says I'm not gonna mention that I use Arch. we all know you use Arch, Juan. It's fine. It's fine. You're free to use Arch. You're free to use Arch. Okay, let's implement these next APIs. Install create table.put item. You know, I think I can get away with not doing this here. And just let the webhook handle it. Yeah. We'll make it the same. I can always... let's just leave it out for myself. To do, we can maybe avoid this here and let the webhook handle it. The reason that I did all that is so that I can come down here and do item equals installs item install. Oh, we also need to pass service in there though. I broke pip on PyPy for the... oh man. always breaking stuff. Oh, here's the PyPy maintainer. PyPy 2.7 on Debian and Ubuntu has PEP 3147 implemented to simplify the Debian package. This is the Debian maintainer. Oh, what a fucking mess. Why would they do that? Oh yeah, Initiative has a double package set up with Alpine and Debian packages. Initiative says, "Damn, I'm typing so bad tonight. You should think I'm drunk or something." I mean, that was in the back of my head. I'm like, man, Initiative must be drinking watching the stream. But I guess that confirms it. Rickcock says, "Are you using Ubuntu on a VM?" Yes, if you do Bang OS, you can check out my Ubuntu setup. RKJ says, "Why trust system packages? Just build absolutely everything from source." Haven't had any problems yet. Just remember to restrict it when compiling anything and you're good, though I'm gonna be switching to Fun2. What is Fun2? A community-developed Linux meta distribution based on Gen 2 Linux. Ooh. Never mind, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. That'll be a joke for the inside of my head only. Okay, what was I doing? We need to batch put the repos as well. Yo, Proner J has raided with party of 14. How's it going, raiders? I was watching Proner. Whoa, 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 whoa. Also, Miss Coco Derp has raided with a double raid. Oh yeah, you guys were pair programming earlier. But welcome to the stream, Proner J and Miss Coco Derp. I already know what they were working on because I was watching Proner J's stream earlier. They were setting up some Flask and Form stuff, which was pretty cool. But you should check out both of their channels. Oh, we're gonna do a double shout out command. Actually, my bot doesn't support that, so we have to do shout outs twice. But welcome, raiders. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Welcome to the stream. Nick says the bride and the groom are both here. Combo raid. That's literally never happened before. So I've never had a combo raid. But welcome, raiders. I guess I should do a little bit of intro to myself. My name is Anthony. Most of the time when I stream, I work on open source Python programming. I maintain a bunch of things in the Python ecosystem. So if you've heard of like PyTest or Tox or Flake8 or Dead Snakes or libstats Python or pre-commit or PyFlakes or bunch of things, I'm either a core dev or a maintainer of all those things. And but we're actually not working on open source for today. We are working on a little bit of different stuff. I'm trying to build a startup because I got laid off from Lyft in April, and so I've had a lot of free time. But I'm trying to build a CI system. This is pre-commit.ci, which is a hosted CI system based around the pre-commit framework. This is precommit.com. And today we're working on getting database set up to work with Dynamo. I have it working already with like local repositories, but trying to get it working with Dynamo today. And that means we're setting up a bunch of tables and doing a bunch of Dynamo queries and laughing at my terrible table design. But anyway, thank you again for the raid. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. What do we got while that happened? We've got David Alcade. Thank you for following. Proner J, you've subscribed. Thank you for the subscription, man. Welcome, and thank you for the raid, man. Raid and a subscription? You're too kind. You are too kind. We've also got Fargio Farmani, who has hosted me. Thank you for the host. And welcome, everyone, to the stream. Double shoutout all the way across the sky. It's true. But yeah, my viewers should check out their channels as well. And check out their content. Hey, what's up, Senex Druid? Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Juan Carlos Paco says, "Are you a CEO?" I mean, I guess technically, but I'm not gonna refer to myself like, "Oh yes, I'm a founder of a startup." I'm gonna be all haughty about it. No, I'm just building a thing that should be cool. Hey, what's up, Rakib Fiha? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Juice says he's the CEO of my heart. Anyway, what was I doing here? Oh, with install repos table dot batch writer as batch dot see. Put item something item equals item. That's what we're gonna do here. Hey, what's up, Prince537? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Wait, why does your name sound familiar? Oh, were you in ProNerd's stream? Is that why your name is familiar? Anyway, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Julian says, "How much does that pay?" Negative money. Negative money. so much negative money. But I don't know. We'll see. There's like a chance that it'll make money, but I don't count on it. And in all likelihood, I will end up going back to having a real job and being a cog in the machine again. But until then, I'm working on a project that I'm excited about, and so that's why I'm doing. Initiative says tech lead, billionaire, and founder of promising startup. Oh boy, ex-tech lead. There you go. There you go. MNTO2 says, how are your files structured? This project is kind of all over the place right now, a little bit. Oh, why is this directory here? Oh, yeah. No, this is fine. So right now they're kind of all over the place. Most of the website sits inside of this web directory, and I have interfaces for supporting different running locations. So like this is my implementation for the secrets management for AWS, and this is the secrets management that I use locally. And I've kind of, you know, multiplexed that through this interface module based on this environment variable. I don't know, this is probably not something that's organized the best. If you want to look at some of my projects on GitHub and see how they're organized, you can do bang GitHub and see some of my open source projects, and you can look at how those are organized. Eldic says, is that a tiling window manager? Yes, it is the tiling window manager called the Anthony moves the windows around with his mouse tiling manager. But no, it's not a tiling manager. I tile by hand. I tried a tiling manager, I didn't really like it. I use the mouse a lot, so. ArcadeJ says, X-Lift programmer CEO creating his latest $1 million startup. Oh, you set the MOTD to that. Oh, that's funny. She says, wait, were you saying negative money for being CEO of pre-commit or CEO of my heart? I mean, I said negative money before you said that, so you tell me. How much does being the CEO of your heart pay? Julian says, but I think he answered about pre-commit, which I'm sure will be successful since everything is broken, so making it not broken will have to succeed. It's kind of true, it's kind of true. Ed the Dagger says that's a long name for a tiling manager. Oh yeah, I get paid in cookies by being Juice's CEO. That's how that works. Kevin's Joburg says, how does Babby handle projects with different indentation settings? It currently kind of does not. It's super manual right now. I do want to make an automated, like a check that auto detects indentation, or a way to configure it per file. But currently what I do, so my Terraform, for instance, is 2-space indents. So if you open up the files with 2-space indents and use tab, it does a 4-space indent, but you can do tab size 2 to change it to be a 2-space indent. And there's currently no way to type hard tabs, so yeah, I don't have hard tabs in my editor, but that is the current state of things. MJ says Anthony's setting up his windows. What? What? Oh, this is from some movie? That's kind of cool. At the Dagger says, how is Babby formed? About 6 months of me typing at a terminal. That's how Babby was formed. And it continues to be formed as we stream more. I actually worked on a little fix to Babby earlier in stream, where we made it so it didn't crash when you did term equals x term mono. This should still crash because this is the old version. Tilde opt VM bin pip install Babby upgrade. Get the latest version though. It now can render monochrome. What is a file in here? Dynamo is sure. So it now supports mono terminals where there are no colors. Initiative says, what the hell, hard tabs are great in spaces, can render them at any width the user wishes. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into the tabs versus spaces. Senex Druid says, some movie, was it... You see, the problem is, I don't see many movies, and there were not that many pixels in that movie. Was it The Matrix? Is that what it was? I don't know. RKJ says Babby was formed while we all watched. It's true. Is this some sort of some sort of voyeurism in chat? Kevin Joberg says, would editor config support be something you'd want to pursue, or are you looking for a more basic solution? I mean, I don't use editor config myself, and the editor config format is kind of clunky and doesn't really solve everything. Also, yeah. Also, it's like not quite INI, but also not quite anything else. And the start of their thing says that their own thing is awesome, which is a little bit something. Why does this look so derpy? There's no way this is within the brand guidelines of everything else. But I don't know, maybe at some point it'll support editor config. I just haven't done it yet. What are you talking about? What? Juice says I showed him that video and he didn't think it was funny. No, there's two videos, Juice. There's the Yahoo Answer one with the friggith, the Babby friggith, the mother Dewey insane whatever shenanigans, and then there's the other one which is the one that you showed me. They're both funny. I was just like more focused on trying to read all the content in as you were referencing it repeatedly into my ear. Prince537 says, what is this syntax with arrow? Those are type annotations. If you want to learn more about them, I have a YouTube video which gives you an introduction to them in Python, and you can check that out as well. I'm unable to spell the word Gregante correctly. Yeah, see, I think Ed the Dagger might have been referencing the other video and not that video, Juice. Babby Birth is a beautiful sight to behold. It's not quite Tamil either. It's like some weird homemade config language for reasons. Okay, but what is this repo item supposed to look like? I think it's just supposed to be, well, we gotta figure out the key for it. I think it's service install. Stop guessing and look at what the implementation is. Web local repo service install repo ID. And I believe this is a range key. Yeah. Service install ID. And then we also need the repo ID and the repo, I guess. Repo ID, which is repo ID, and then repo, which is repo name. I think that'll work. Actually says they took 927 to production with that config structure. What is 927? Python Cobot says, Android's code, thoughts on raw SQL versus ORMs. So you should never really write raw SQL. You should write, you know, SQL that has, what are they called, parameterized queries. I'm a fan of parameterized queries myself. Oh, we've been dropping frames today. Why are we dropping frames? Stop dropping frames. But I don't know. ORMs are good. Use ORMs. I'm not using an ORM, but Prince537 says, "I'll be back." I know that movie. I've seen the Terminator. Python Combat says, "What do you mean by that? By which thing?" I mean, this is raw SQL. This is a parameterized query, so you can see like this is a not parameterized. What's it called? Prepared statement. It's not a prepared statement. It's a Anyway, prepared statements, parameterized query is essentially the same idea. Oh, XKCD 927. Oh, the USB thing. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you put this here. This is good. Good job on you, Randall Monroe. But yeah. I don't know. For this, like, this is local. I didn't want to pull in a dependency. Sometimes SQL Alchemy does things that I don't expect it to do, and like I'd rather just write out my queries. I think so. Like when you talk about like writing raw assembly and like compilers being better than humans writing raw assembly, you kind of have the same argument with ORMs, but I don't think ORMs have gotten to the point where they're smarter than humans writing, you know, handcrafted queries. But but yeah. I've started just referring to the number instead of the actual link. Nice. Okay, but I think that works for install create. Install delete's gonna be tricky. I don't know that we're gonna implement. I don't think we're gonna implement install delete today. We do need to implement this one though. Fortunately, we know exactly how to do that because we did it up here. Install repos get. This should be service install ID. Install ID, and then install repos table. Dot query, and then for install repos remove. This is another one that. Oh, this one actually should be not so hard to do. With install repos table dot batch writer as batch delete item. For repo ID in repos, do that thing. Fix this call. Key equals key. Install repos add. Oh, actually we did this up here already, didn't we? Yeah, we did. So we can actually just make a call to that down there. Install repos, add service, install repos. Cool. Repo get. Res equals install repos table dot get item key equals equals this guy. Key if item in res return res repo res item repo. Otherwise return none. Is that all the functions? Install delete. That one's tricky. Raise not implemented error. Install delete. Figure out that one later. RDev says, watch this. Nice C++ fun. Why do I not trust you? Why is this probably a rickroll? Oh, type def trickery. This is actually a video. I see. Alright, maybe I'll check it out later. Hey, what's up, Vlees Brood TV? Hello, hello. Welcome back. Good to see you. Python says, maybe do a video on SQL versus ORMs. Maybe, but I feel like my opinions on ORMs are not the best to suggest to other people, maybe. Hey, what's up, Alcoholic Seaman Thrower? Says, you were telling me that other programmers actually write their own code? I thought everyone was copy-pasting code. Interesting. I mean, kind of. Python Combat says, alright, search parameters in Stack Overflow. What kind of monster expects me to also write code? 2 minutes into the stream and no copy and paste. I mean, I did a little bit of copy and paste. He just looks at the code on another monitor and copy and paste it by typing what he sees. I see. Kevin Joberg says, alright, I need to call it a night. Well, thanks for stopping by again, Kevin Joberg. I'll see you around. Always a pleasure. Kevin's Joberg. Kevin, stop spending money you don't have. There we go. But yeah, let's restart this and see what we've got here. We log out and log in. This should create more things. And this should now have repos listed. Why does it not? Oh. I think we gotta do this, maybe? Yeah, that seems to be working. Kevin Joberg has gifted 1 subs. Thank you, Kevin Joberg. You didn't need to, but you know it is actually kind of warm in here, so I'm happy to remove a button for you. But thank you for that, Kevin Joberg. And I'll see you around, friend. But welcome, David Ekervath, to being subbed. Offband says, what is ORM? ORM is an object relational mapper. Basically, you write classes in code, and it transforms those classes magically into SQL statements. Neclark says, I noticed this tweet you liked, and it was an interesting read. Wonder if you can give more details on this. Yes, I can. I can indeed talk more about this. But before I do a bunch of talking, I'm gonna go fill up my water, so I will be right back. But yeah, I will talk about this now, Cleric. All right, I'm back, and we're here to talk about this tweet. So I didn't actually have time to read the article. Full disclaimer here. I mostly just read this title and the response here, and some other like essentially the title of the article. And my thoughts on this, and you guys are free to agree or disagree with me on this. But I've also experienced this exact like type of gatekeeping in kernel development, but not necessarily the kernel. Most of this was actually a different GNU project that I had attempted to contribute to. And the first thing that I find incredibly gatekeeping is that if you send an email to any of their mailing lists, I'm specifically talking about the GNU mailing list here. There's, I don't want to say every mailing list in general, and I don't think it's all projects in the GNU project. It's like specifically like the kernel Git and other projects that are run by that exact set of people. But if you happen to send an email to any of those mailing lists and your client, which many email clients do this transparently, will send whatever text you've typed out as an HTML email, because it's the year 2020 and we're no longer on mainframes and reading plain text email in Emacs. Some of us still are stuck in the 80s and reading plain text email in Emacs, but anyway. And if you happen to accidentally send a non-plain text email to these mailing lists, they reply and ban you, saying that you're sending them viruses, which is completely unfounded and like complete fucking nonsense. And to someone who doesn't know that they're just being dickheads, actually like kind of fucking alarming. Like, oh my god, I'm infected with viruses. I don't know what I'm doing, but like I just sent you an email and suddenly you think I'm a virus. Like that, like the start of that is just like completely fucking insane. And depending on the mailing list, they might just they just like straight up ban you. And then you can't interact with the community at all, and you can't send patches, you can't send bug reports, etc. But the second part of this, which makes it even more obnoxious, is these particular projects do not accept patches in any way except via email. And in the modern day, we have version control systems like GitHub and Bitbucket and GitLab and all of these other like hosted programming things, and the norm, I would say, for almost all projects is to send a patch via a pull request on GitHub. And the fucking lawn people are here today, so let me start up. I'm gonna start up RTX voice, and we will switch to the filtered audio. Alright, can you guys still hear me? Cool, looks like that's good. But yeah, in the modern day, I would say that almost all software development occurs on one of these platforms where you create a pull request and like people can discuss in a web interface, and like that's extremely accessible to people. And like for the most part, most people kind of expect that like if you're working on code and it's on GitHub, and requiring patches by emails is such a huge barrier to entry for most people. One, because like running the git commands to generate an email patch is incredibly complicated, and two, like a lot of these patch sending things require you to PGP encrypt your email, and nobody can fucking figure out PGP. So like, if you told me to send an email that was GPG signed, I would just tell you to go fuck yourself, and I'm gonna fork and like not use your code anymore. Like, cool. That's that's literally not worth my time. And unfortunately, the Linux kernel, as well as a lot of cryptography, open source, software distributions, use email-based patching. It's actually to the point where I, could never figure out how to do it myself. So I wrote a fucking step-by-step directions for myself on how to do this. Including like a link to this is their doc for how to contribute, and literally this is how long it takes to explain that you need to send a fucking patch via email, otherwise they'll ban you, kind of deal. and actually at the time that I wrote this in 2018, December of 2018, the version of Git that was released earlier that year did not support the send email command, and so people were just like manually creating these patches and sending them, and so like there was no easy way to do this. And so what I was doing was I was building Git from source in order to get a new enough version that had the send email command, and then figuring out exactly the command that Git needed you to send, so -s and not capital S, because if you did happen to GPG sign your commit, then they would reject the commit, but you're supposed to GPG sign your email, not the commit. Oh, it's just a fucking disaster. But anyway, so sign off, not GPG sign your commit. Send or create the patch in your home directory using format patch. Of course, I always forgot this. Then find an installation of Git that has the send email command. Send it with the right thing. 9 times out of 10, you should use dry run so that you make sure that you aren't doing this wrong. And then the second time, you should send it to yourself to make sure that the email looks right. And then finally, you send it to the actual mailing list. And like, this is just a whole fucking pain in the ass when you could just like click a button on GitHub and end up with a pull request. But anyway, I liked this tweet because I have been on the other side of this and have felt the absolute amount of pain in order to send essentially trivial patches to projects to fix them. Oh, the other part about this, the other fucking great part about this, is a lot of times you'll send patches or bugs to these mailing lists, and they'll just be lost forever. No one will ever read them. No one will ever review them. No one will ever merge them. They'll just sit in essentially like mailing list purgatory indefinitely, and there's no like visibility to track them. Like, I know that I have patches to Git that were partially reviewed or like partially approved, and like literally will never be, they will never see the light of day, and I don't know where they are because they're stuck in someone's email inbox somewhere that I have no visibility into whether someone has triaged it or whether it needs changes or like any of these things that modern day solutions like GitHub are supposed to solve. But anyway, I like this tweet because I've felt this person's pain, and I didn't even read the article, but I assume the pain is like basically the same thing. It might have even been worse than that. Like, it might have been that someone had said something negative or like whatever, but like I've felt this pain, and so that's why I like this tweet. Sorry for the rant. Hey, what's up, Riffless? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. And now, holy shit, I'm so far behind on chat. But let me read some chat and see what's up with this. How you guys feel about me screaming at GPG and email and plain text patches and all that other stuff? Kevin Joberg says, before I go, the data mapper pattern is a much better pattern for building ORMs than the active record pattern. Fight me. I actually don't know the difference between the two because I try and avoid both of them, but yeah. HTML equals virus, says Leet Rose. Yes, I mean, if you want to see it yourself, send an HTML email to one of the GNU mailing lists, and that's what you will get back. Marnex says, I read in text as it prevents loading a bunch of trackers and other nonsense. Yeah, that's fair. Nixter says, I just generally dislike that HTML emails often mess up TTS systems. Yeah, that's fair. Please Brew TV says, patches via mail, lol. RTX on! Yeah, we turned on RTX. Kevin Joberg says, I mean, most platforms even support signing your work with PGP. Yeah, like GitHub has support for that, GitLab has support for that, etc., etc. Juan Carlos Paco says, wait, sending pull requests via telnet is not common anymore? It's not that complicated, but it's cumbersome. I mean, it's build git from source, run these 3 commands. It's kind of complicated. Hey, what's up, the dumb engineer? Hello. Offtheban says, to be honest, hear this, it makes me sick. I mean, I kind of understand why they do it. It's because they're a bunch of neckbeards that are running their email client through Emacs in their terminal. But sometimes people need to grow up. Kevin Joberg says, I don't have a problem with PGP, GDP, but enforcing patches to be submitted via email feels counterproductive. Run your own instance of any serious platform, GitHub, GitLab, and set up proper contribution guidelines, e.g. signing commits. Yeah, I think so. One says, so you will never see my pull request on ICQ. Yo, I have a 4-digit ICQ number. I was super OG on ICQ. I don't remember my ICQ number, which you would think I would because it was only 4 digits, but way back in the day, I used it to play this game in German as a kid because we wanted to evade the school's ban filters, and turns out their ban filters were all in English, so they didn't know it was a game. But yeah. Koenig says, do we know why they don't switch? I don't know. Alexa says Ranthony. Yo, I like that. Ranthony. So we've got Pythony and Ranthony this stream. Tuprim says, it's not real open source if you don't develop it in fucking obscure SVN instance with patches over email and all discussions on a mailing list with a 20-year-old mailman instance. The dumb engineer says, what are we ranting about? We were ranting about sending patches via email. The problem is that mailing lists have been around and worked since forever. Yeah, it's kind of true. Alcoholic Seaman Thrower says, the irony of working in a field that literally demands you to be up to date with the latest technologies, but still mentally stuck 10 years ago. More like mentally stuck 30 years ago. If you don't, you're a fucking hipster, not a real developer. Julian says, good rant, please write this up and PGB sign it in plain text pastebin and email us the link. Yeah, you know, I could put this in a video. You know, this is an opinion that I'm okay putting in a video and having people shit on me in the comments. Plain text, patch, emails. We'll see what we'll see what we can do there. I'm not arguing for PGP. I never use it myself, but I'd rather use a platform such as GitHub with the pain of still signing my commits and sending a fucking email. Yeah. I send pull requests via TikTok. GPG is an over-engineered piece of trash. Age is the future. So he's actually changed his name. He's no longer Sotile. This guy. He still has the handle though, but his new last name. Oh well, their new last name. His new last name is Valsorda. But yeah. MJ says, how do they manage merge conflicts? Similar emails you back with the conflicts? Yes. It's either that or the merge manager deals with the conflict. It actually sucks. It's really bad. And you can't just be like, oops, I had a typo in my commit, let me rebase that. You have to like resend the whole patch. It's quite a pain in the butt. SSH says, I don't know if using GitHub on Linux will bring new people to Linux. If you can actually write a piece of the kernel, you can send a patch via email, but I agree that's overcomplicated. I don't think that's true. I don't think you need to gatekeep people being able to contribute to the kernel based on needing to, you know, use dated technology to send an email. Like, I think that's unnecessary gatekeeping. I think anyone could contribute to the kernel if they wanted to. Like, there's nothing that makes the kernel code more holy than any other open source code. Like I was, you know, barely in the industry, and I had contributed to Python. Like, that's big boy code, and like I didn't have to send a fucking email patch to do it. But anyway, now I'm in a mood. Why do you guys have to get me into a mood like this? And then I guess says, looking at the fact that GNU and Linux are at the forefront of free and open source software, I can see how they don't want to tie their processes to non-open source entities/services like GitHub. Well, then they could run Gitalite or Gitt or GitLab or like the 50 other free GitHub alternatives. Like, any of that would be infinitely better than email patches. But there's like plenty of free. There's plenty of free solutions that are like this. There's been free solutions like this for tens of years also. It's not like any of this is brand new ideas. Shat says, hey, Beck, how are we doing? We're in the middle of a rant. Nagler says, I indirectly got Anthony to create spicy open source drama. It's true, it's true. Moomy Jamal, how's it going, Moomy Jamal? Says, Kernel Boys definitely wouldn't consider Python big boy code. There's Python code that's in the kernel repositories, for sure. Python is not real programming, it's a toy for hipsters, point proven. It's true. Arnav says Garrett. Yeah, Garrett is another one. Riffless says change is hard. It's true. Okay, what were we doing before we went down this rabbit hole? Also, I will link you guys this tweet so that you can look at it as well. Also, did my bot update the thing? Actually, I want to include this tweet link in there so that I don't lose track of this, because if we're actually going to make this video, we should reference this as well. But anyway, thank you for linking that. Thank you for asking about Necleric. It's something I feel passionately about, which is why which table were you? Install repos remove. Oh, I forgot to put a range key here. How did I forget to put the range key? Range key. Bulls, repo ID. Attribute. Name equals repo ID. Type equals N. And the Niger says we need to get some RMS people in here and get this rant party started. That would be pretty funny. Shazarot says we need to mash up YouTube of all of Anythony's controversial opinions. So I think that most of them are not actually that hot of takes. Like, this was not a hot take at all. I think this is pretty lukewarm at best. Hey, what's up, PDTN? Hello. Says hello from Latin America. Welcome to the stream. Kevin Joburg says, actually, merge conflicts are even more complicated. Conflicts are reviewed by the merge manager. They are then translated into binary and sent as Morse code to the author. Yeah, the dumb engineer. Like, rebasing and merge conflicts are tricky. They're tough. Oh, my data is probably all super inconsistent now. Let's see if logging out and logging back in is enough to do this. That should at least recreate that part. Close all these. This will probably be empty. So if we, add the demo repo, then it should render here. The demo 2 does not. Let's delete that and see what happens. Get another exception. That worked. Oh, because I fixed the table. Yeah. Okay, so all that's left is to fix this. Runs Dynamo, get recent runs. We're so close. We're so close to getting this working. So close. Tubrum says, my grandfather mailed his patches, my father mailed his patches, I too will mail my patches, god damn it. MJ says, yikes, sound like pre-commit.ci needs IMAP support. Yeah, I don't have any mail set up for it at all. I plan to do that eventually. Kevin Stroberg says, now that I think about it, we should probably send our chat messages via email for security purposes, of course. You set up a mail server. I don't have a mail server, although they are getting sent over basic IRC protocol, so I mean, IRC is basically plain text email at this point. This should work, says Dat Keyboard. Yes, if you want to check out more about the keyboard, you can do Bang Keyboard. Let's see if we can do this. Let's That's the wrong repo. This is also the wrong repo. pre-commit.ci data runs local. Let's see. This is what the local runs is doing. Data runs dynamo. Okay, so we need to do runs dot query, and we want what? Want what? Condition equals key service repo dot eq service repo ID. Oh, it's not service repo. Changed this, didn't I? Yeah. This is wrong. Equals that. dynamodb.conditions import key. Key condition expression equals condition. What are the other things I need to do there? Kevin's Joburg, I thought you were leaving, my buddy. Thank you for gifting another sub to Kaisuke FT. We'll cool off a little bit. Cool off a little bit more. Welcome to Subdim, Kaisuke FT. Also, how's it going, Nation Work? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Tuberm says, I'm thinking about cool things one can show people new to Linux and development in general. The Dumb Engineer says, okay, let me be the douche and ask the question, what is the pre-commit.ci tool about and do? If you go to pre-commit.ci, you can check it out. Pre-commit.ci. And particularly click through to pre-commit and you can learn more about the pre-commit framework here. But it's pre-commit.ci. Kevin's Joburg. Oh, Yandrik says, "Hey Anthony, what are you up to? Still working on pre-commit.ci. We're almost to the point where all of the Dynamo model stuff is set up. We're so close." Kevin's Joburg says, "Wait, does this mean I can chat via URSI? You can chat via URSI." Newbie says, "What are the best practices for Python repos do you follow? Libraries like pre-commit and flake comment style, status check, CI/CD. If you want to look at a project of mine that I think is kind of the pinnacle of the best practices that I currently adhere to, let's see. Does this one test on Windows? Let's see. If this one tests on Windows, I will link you to this project. Yeah, it does. Okay. If you check out this project, this is kind of how I set everything up. You can see the file layout, how I test, how I look at coverage, and the CI systems that I use. Although it's about to change because we're adding pre-commit.ci, so I will, remove one part of Azure Pipelines and move it to pre-commit.ci at some point. Hey, what's up, Nogami na Kavrik? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Kevin's Joburg says, would be awesome since I do my own programming while watching the stream, so following chat in my terminal would be sweet. Yeah, you can connect with URSI. Can indeed. Shazarot says, did you just skip to sub to someone that isn't even in chat? I just threw money into the system, the rest's out of my hands. It's true. But they do watch the stream because they're working on a pull request to Babby. So I know that they do watch, but it's possible that they're just not in the chat. But I assume this is the same person. I have to assume. Dun, dun, dun. Moomy says, I've been connecting to Twitch using WeChat for years, although it's mostly just so I can have logs of certain channels. Nice. Tubrum says, the system is rigged to sub-gift Twitch staff. Wait, are they Twitch staff? No way. Underscore FD? I don't think they're Twitch staff. It doesn't look like they're Twitch staff. What? MJ says, I've been meaning to ask, can you explain the difference between pre-commit.ci and the pre-commit GitHub action you released? So the GitHub action sucks for a number of reasons. One is that it doesn't have fine-grained control over the caching mechanism, and GitHub's caching mechanism is a little bit clunky. The other is push to pull request only really works on private repositories or when you're only working on your own repository, and pre-commit.ci will implement that correctly. Also, pre-commit.ci will have the ability to do other features like, depend upon updating, and it will be fast instead of slow, like the GitHub action. So to give you an example of some of the timing differences, where's something that actually uses the GitHub action? If we look at some of the timing here, this took a minute 14 to run. Pre-commit.ci should be able to do this. Actually, let's see if we can look at the individual timing. Pre-commit.ci should be able to do this in 6 to 10 seconds instead of the overhead that's there. How do I actually see the log? It's too old. But anyway, you'll also have to take my word for it. It'll be much faster and much better, essentially. Hey, what's up, Antonio Paz? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Shazot says, yeah, they contributed to Babby. I thought Kevin's Joburg saw that and gifted it. Yeah, that would have been pretty funny to find the actual. The thing is, their GitHub and Twitch handle is different though. Kevin's Joburg says, all right, now I'm off for real. It's been a blast. Stay clean, stay safe, stay home. You're the man. Well, thanks for stopping by again, Kevin's Joburg. Always a pleasure to have you, and thank you for gifting subs as well. Tubrum says Jabade. Okay, fine, you got me. Van Veershaw says, hey, I'm new to Python. What is the difference between Django and Flask? They are two separate web frameworks. Django is more fully featured, I guess. It comes with its own templating language, ORM, settings and plugin framework, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Whereas Flask, I think, is a lot more simple and a lot easier to get started with, which is why I tend to prefer Flask. But they're two different web frameworks. They're kind of different in every way, though. Hey, what's up? You demonia? You demonia? Hello, welcome to the stream. Flask is what Sinatra is to Rails. Yeah, that makes sense. Newbie says, just want to let you know I really appreciate open source creators and maintainers such as yourself. I hope more open source creators can do live streaming so that I can ask stupid questions. Yeah, a lot of people have picked it up during quarantine, so I think there's definitely potential for that. I don't know if this comment came through, chat wasn't working, left and came back. I really want to know if the semtest pass in your terminal is a library. Yes, it is. It is pre-commit.com. It is it's my baby. It is the thing that I created. But yeah, you can check that out. I'm actually working on the hosted version of it today, which is this thing. Hopefully we can get this internal server to work. Okay, but I need to finish this query call, and then we'll be done for today, hopefully. Limit, okay. Limit equals 30, and we need to make it do it in reverse order. Scan index forward equals scan index forward equals false. This should get the last 30 runs. In theory. I won't be able to test if this is correct though. Res equal that. Let's see. Item to run, item dict stir any to run. Item.pop service repo ID return run star item. This is kind of a hack. I hate mutating arguments. This is like whatever. Return item to run response item. Okay, so we can do return item to run item for item in res items. That reminds me, in one of these other queries here, I'm not sorting properly. There we go. Is Flask very easy to get set up and started? Yes, I think so as well. And yeah, join the Discord. We can help you out there. There's a beginners channel there too, where you can ask questions, and you know, people will usually answer you there. So if you want to hang out there, that's a cool place to hang out. Flask has somewhat less of that. There's only one way to do it feel than Django has. Yeah. Flask is extensible. Yes, there are lots of ways to do different things in Flask. Alcoholic Seaman Thrower says, do you get job offers from companies because of your open source work? Not that often, but yes, sometimes. Newbie says, I either use Flask for fast API exposure or Node.js for web dev. I never saw the need of Django. Moomy says Django's selling point is the ORM. It makes it really easy to interact with databases. Yeah, I agree with that. ORM is an object relational mapper. Basically, you write classes and it turns them into SQL magically. Okay. Let's see if this works. Any is not defined. From typing import any. App started. Okay, so I think if I generate a run, it should show up on this page. So I should be able to close and reopen this pull request yet again. We've done that quite a number of times here. Yes, to also set the runner. Ci equals AWS Python run worker.py. So that should start pulling. And if we reopen, it should do the full run here. Django's dope when you need to CRUD fast and know Django, though SQL Alchemy is way better than that Django garbage. Yeah, I agree with that. Maribor says, do you know any fully functional languages? I do not know any functional programming languages. I've not done any of those myself. Audacious Fair says, don't you miss autocomplete and the ability to run tests on the hit of a button? I can run tests on the hit of a button. This is faster than reaching for the mouse. But no, I don't. I haven't really used an IDE in like 8-ish years. The IDE does have really, really nice things, and I will be adding auto-completion to Babby at some point. I just, you know, have gone long enough without it that I don't really need it. Okay, so the run happened, so presumably we should be able to click through to this to get my local mishmash of Dynamo here. So this is the successful run, and even with the build, it took 21.1 seconds. If we rerun this, it should be faster. We close and reopen, and in most cases, they'll be able to hit cache because a lot of people, presumably a lot of people will use this. I don't know. And this downloading step is way faster in AWS. Here it takes like 2 seconds. In AWS it takes like 0.1 seconds. But now that we have 2 runs there, I should be able to see both of them. Where did that view go? I can just do the whole click through. Should be able to... They should have showed up there. Why didn't they show up? Why? Why are you not here? Huh. Well, we can debug the code a little bit and see what is happening there. Data runs dynamo. That's actually weird. That looks like it should work. Let's look at Dynamo and see what exists in that table. Tables, runs, items. So there should be 2 items. And service and repo ID. Get recent runs. Get recent runs. Service and repo ID. So that looks right. Let's see if I can do a query in the console. Scan query. Service repo ID equals. Let's see what it is at this breakpoint. Condition. Why don't you have a readable repr? Garbage. Actual fucking garbage. Equals this. Dynamo. This. And we want descending. Search. Oh, is it because I need to do... What? Oh, there's a single underscore here. God damn it. Fucking A. It's supposed to be another underscore here. Shoot. Well, we can scrub the data. Just do actions, delete. Yeah. Okay, let's rerun this again. Close and reopen. I can do this twice to trigger that. Has anyone tried both Flask and Node.js? If yes, which do you prefer? I've tried both. It depends on what I want to do with it. But again, like, you want to pick which Node.js framework you're using. I used Express. I feel like almost everyone uses Express in Node.js. But I don't know. Hey, what's up, Tame Ultra? Hello, hello. Audacious Fair says, can Nano support auto-completion of, say, objects methods? This isn't Nano, by the way. This is my own text editor called Babby. But yeah, it could eventually support that. It doesn't currently. Van Vershaw says, is creating a branch, merging, etc. using the terminal a bad idea? I always use the terminal for it, so yeah. I guess if I'm like merging stuff on GitHub, I will use the GitHub buttons. But yeah, Lethal Air says, "How's your startup going, bro?" We're almost functional. I'm trying to get like the last view looking nice or like rendering, and then we'll make it look nice. Let's see. We did another run there. I'm gonna close and reopen so we get 2 runs. Hopefully they'll end up in the right order as well. So close and reopen. What the fuck is this? High doc style stuff again. Let's see if they actually fixed the bug. They did. Love when that happens. Tuber says, actually, it's not Nano. It's true. Lethal Air says, what is your startup about? If you do Bang Project, you can learn more about it. If you want your startup to be successful, you need to pre-commit it. I mean, it's... yes, in a way, yes. Oh. This is the breakpoint we had there. Data, web, get rid of our... Where's the breakpoint? Oh, it's in this other file. Yes, wait, why are they both pending? Why are you both pending? Oh, I know why. I know why, because we just polluted our data again, because I was supposed to restart this thing as well. Ugh, okay. So now there should be 4 scans here? Yeah, so you can see that the old data format was still there. Alright, we'll do this one more time. Close, reopen. And that'll run. Do 1 run here. I think we can actually close and reopen twice in a row. And then it'll race. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Lethal Air says, oh yeah, pre-commit. Yes. Oh right, talking about event queues. Hey, what's up, Mount Senkov? Hello, hello, welcome back. Hey, I'm new to mechanical keyboards, and I know this won't be the right place to ask, but what mechanical switches from these 3, tactile, linear, and clicky, is best for FPS gaming and programming? I got inspired to buy a mechanical keyboard, and I'm researching the matter right now. So the thing is, I would try out some keyboards and see what switches you like. And it's going to be a personal preference and like which type and which heaviness you like. I like tactile switches. Clicky's gonna be really annoying if you have to deal with other people. Tuber says, well, I'll read your message in a second. But yeah, I would try out some stuff and see what you need or what you like. I like clears. Those are my favorite switches right now. Tubrim says, I need your merge cat pictures. Well, fortunately, it is on GitHub. Chris Keel /shipit. But my friend Chris made a web page for this, and I made a user script, and so you can install the user script, and it'll put ship it gifs when you click ship it on GitHub. People talking about their favorite stuff. Luther says, "Is your competitive GitHub and other established repositories?" What? that doesn't words. I mean, I do lots of GitHub. Is that your question? Sweet. Let's shut up now. Okay, and are these in the right order? This is the most recent one at the top, so it is in the right order. And if we click through to these, we should get those 2 runs. Yes, it fucking works. Cool. Maybe try and get with Jira. Man, I fucking hate Jira. Dead Mimi. How's it going, Dead Mimi? Hello, hello. Welcome back. I can't really test them out. I guess that's true. You can't really go to like Best Buy right now and just be like, I'm gonna type on some keys and see how they are. Dead Mimi says, do you bottom out on your clears? You know, I'd have to think about it. Probably. I don't know. These aren't clears on this keyboard. These are reds. I wish they were browns instead of reds. But yeah. That MOTD is pretty funny. 7 seconds. Yeah, this is slower than it is in AUS actually. Because most of this is download speed, and this will kind of become like several hundred milliseconds instead. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Lethal Air says, in other words, who is your competitor? What do you mean? Who, like, what am I competing with? I'm not. This is kind of like a, you know, novel idea. I guess I'm competing against other CI setups that you could run pre-commit in that would be slower, but like, they're not really a competition. But anyway, I'm pretty excited that these views, well, not that view. Yeah, these views all work. So you can, you know, start at this page, click on this to get to here, click on the repo to get to its list of runs, and then go from its list of runs to the actual run page. So I'm pretty excited about that. Did you fix the runtime function? No one has fixed that yet. There's a PR to like partially fix it. Only hate? You're too kind to Jira. Yeah, that's right, Swills. That's right. Starblam says, hello, my competing product is called Prenup. That's pretty good. Okay, but anyway, I've got to the point where the stuff is working that I wanted to work, so I'm gonna wrap up for the stream. We're gonna find someone to raid. Let me do my little spiel, and if you guys have suggestions for raid, leave them in the chat. But my name is Anthony. I upload my previous content to YouTube. That's youtube.com/AnthonyWritesCode. I have completely forgotten to upload this week's stream, so I will get to that after today's stream. But I also have educational videos, which you can check out here, and that's what these purple ones are. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. I announce my streams in 2 places. One of them is on Twitter. That's twitter.com/codewithanthony, where I basically say, I'm going to stream in such amount of time, and usually what I'm going to work on. I also announce them on Discord, and the links for all of those are in the chat. We have 2 announcements. So next month, there will be a 12-hour stream on the 12th of September, where we'll be doing a variety of things. So make sure to stop by for that. And on the 24th of September, we're doing a little bit of a special unscheduled stream, which is going to be sponsored by Microsoft. And we're going to be porting some amount of pre-commit.ci to run in Azure. So you guys will get a different flavor of cloud, and you'll get to see like how well my how well my interfacing translates to that. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by, and let's go find someone to raid.